You sure? No, if you sure, like, I'm really giving you the chance to back out of this. Are you sure? 100% positive. This is what you want.
I am 100% sure I want the answer.
Your pussy is trash. And I didn't care. That's how I knew I really was in love with you.
Hey, what's the worst male fashion trend?
Men wearing condoms.
All right, what's the problem with that?
Just throw the whole suit and body away.
May be hard for some viewers to watch.
Men don't try to understand women. They try to change you to whatever they kind of have.
That's what we're supposed to do.
No, well, listen. I'm all about change if it's for the better. Sometimes it can.
Y'all don't understand y'all. Y'all emotions is all over the place.
How the fuck you gonna sit and tell somebody they don't understand that?
Y'all don't.
Well, no, the emotions,
one size does not fit all.
Emotions take over for some women.
80%. Generally
that's why I said
speaking,
some.
Most.
even you've had days where you ain't know why you was crying. Niggas don't be like, I don't know why I'm crying. You bitches got days like, what am I crying for? Y'all got certain days that y'all don't understand what's going on. Y'all are unstable beings, and y'all want niggas to understand what y'all don't understand. It don't work like that.
If 20 girls touch this cup right now, it ain't nothing for me to clean it up. If 20 niggas dip their hand in this water, I'm dumping this shit out. I don't want this no more. That's why women can't cheat.
Yo, what's good? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. Yes, indeed, it is another one. Shout out to all my subscribers out there. You know what I'm saying? Mad love to everyone. You know, hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. And, you know, definitely this good Monday, you know, doing it big out there, you know, yeah. So, you know, today it's a lot going down. You know, we got a situation. We're going to talk about the Bun B situation. Definitely that. Definitely sad. Oh, excuse me. Definitely sad thing that happened to old Bun B out there. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Trill and everything. You know, shout out to him. I'm glad to see he made it out that him and his wife made it out that situation. Definitely alive for real though. Also we got we're gonna listen to a story of a wife who cheated on her husband and things like that with her coworker, and you know, kind of break things down to a way where we can see the how things kind of go with women and the way that they're thinking, and you know, especially when they're in long-term marriages and first marriages with the guy that you know they just actually was in a relationship with. I mean, you know, since their first relationship, basically, and yeah. That's gonna be a little tearjerker for some people out there. I guess. So not only that, we also apparently in Chicago, they're giving out reparations checks to black people. You know, shout out to that.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah. You know, apparently Chicago is giving out reparations checks, and it's got the conservative people hot out here. You know, they mad. Like, you know, why you giving these Negroes these checks? Chicago, what you doing? I mean, you know, I don't know why Chicago they mad about giving black people money. I mean, y'all giving migrants all this damn money in Chicago. What you talking about?
French toast is there to think about?
Like, what are you talking about? It's crazy. And yeah, we got a couple other things here. And you know, of course, we definitely gonna do body cam and things like that. So yeah, man. It's very interesting. We're going to hold it down, man. And okay. So, of course, like we always do, we're about to dive off into it. Let's go here now. Let's check out these beautiful ladies. shout out to those beautiful ladies. We're about to go here now. And let's see what these ladies been up to out here. Here we go. Okay. There we go at that tall stallion again. Look at that wide. Okay. There we go. All right now. Ooh, look at the legs right there. She got some beautiful legs on her. Beautiful. Oh man, okay. What we got here? Ooh, look at all that junk in the trunk right there. Oh man, she's dragging a whole wagon back there. Listen, look, man, it's beautiful. Look at that there. Ooh, wow, okay. All right now. There we go out there. Hell yeah. Looking good to me. I don't know about y'all out there, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Oh, we got this nice, beautiful little snapback right here. Yes, she is beautiful. Oh, yes. It is what it is, though, man. Listen, look. There's nothing wrong with beautiful women all across the world. Listen, look, man, whether they be slim, thick, or slim, thick, or slim, or just thick. Hey. Or even tall. I like them tall too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a tall chick. Y'all cats out there be slipping on these tall chicks, man, for real though. So, all right, we about to dive off into the next segment that we normally do. Of course, it's gonna be Deanbat time. And where's my Lord have mercy? Where is my intro to Deanbat time here? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Deanbat time. Signing in. Yes, so Deanbat time signing in right here. Here we go. We about to dive off into this first one on Deanbat time. To all my guys out there, especially you older cats and stuff like that. I know the times have changed on you, and I'm talking about men that you probably like 50, 60. I know times have changed on you and things like that. We got these cell phones now, all this type of stuff, but you got to kind of watch what you're doing out here because you're subject to get recorded at all times nowadays. I mean, and you got to watch what you're doing. So we're about to dive off in here and we give this prime example of men needing to watch what the hell they're doing. Here we go.
Hey.
Enter your alternate ID or touch no thanks.
Oh no. Pops, what you doing out there? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Hold on here. What is he doing? Listen, though, look. Hold on. We about to go. We about to go back just a second. Let's just go back and check this out. Hold on.
Hey.
There you go. What you doing? Oh no. He had to get a picture of them yams. He had to. Oh man, say he needed something for his memory out there. You know what I'm saying? Memory lacking a little bit. He needs something tangible so he can look at on a daily basis. But this is the problem in the new age around here. You need to understand some of these young, especially younger ladies, because she look like she may be mid-20s, 23, 24. A lot of these new age chicks, man, they be recording all the time, especially if they at jobs like this where they're stationary, checkout counters and stuff like that, or either she at a checkout counter. Ain't no telling, she could be, well, I know she ain't in no job, but that does happen on jobs. But in this case, she probably checking out and things like that. And yeah, the old man walked past and saw what was going on. He had to take a picture of that flatback right there. Hey. And she nice too now. Yeah, I spent some time And yeah, you know, other things too. I would, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, we about to dive off into this next one. And guess what? I got a good juicy one for you right here. I got something that you never thought you would ever see. I got Beyonce hating on Kelly Rowland. For real. I got Beyonce hating on Kelly Rowland. Real talk. Watch this. Just hey, pay attention.
Introduce you, but introduce yourself again.
Okay, Kelly, and I guess what differs me from the rest of the girls is my sensitiveness.
I saw that, and I was going to say to you, how does that express itself?
I'm really sensitive. I'm really mushy. Like, we'll be putting away groceries, excuse me, and I'll be like, gosh, I love you guys. And I'll be like, oh, Kelly. You always have to have a moment like that, you know, just to let them know and reassure them, you know, you guys mean a lot to me. You know, I love you guys. And also the fact that I'm the second lead vocalist of the group, and that's about it.
I'm with Tavia.
Ooh, did y'all see Beyonce's face over there in the cut? Did y'all see Beyonce's face in the cut over there? Man, hey, listen, look, hold on. Hey, Queen B. Hey, Queen B out here. Why you hating on Kelly? You know what I'm saying? Low key, she was your second in the behind you to sing. Like, come on now. We all know this. We knew it. You know, how come you didn't accept it? Hey, I'm gonna run this back, man. Listen, look, we gotta see this again. Beyonce, pay attention to what Beyonce do.
Yeah, I mean, I've introduced you, but introduce yourself again.
Pay attention.
Kelly, and I guess what differs me from the rest of the girls is my sensitiveness.
I saw that, and I was going to say to you, how does that express itself?
I'm really sensitive. I'm really mushy. Like, we'll be putting away groceries, excuse me, and I'll be like, gosh, I love you guys. And I'll be like, oh, Kelly. You always have to have a moment like that, you know, just to let them know and reassure them, you know, you guys mean a lot to me. You know, I love you guys. And also the fact that I'm the second lead vocalist of the group, and that's about it.
I'm with Tavia.
Ooh, y'all saw that face? Did y'all see that face? Hold on. I'm trying to angle it real quick. Oh, right there. Yo. Beyonce. I can't believe you. I can't believe Beyonce would act like that with old Kelly. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, look, the hate amongst ladies be real out here, fellas. And ladies too. You know, yeah, man. Wow, it's ridiculous around here. So we about to go to this next one real quick. And this is the future here. Okay, hold on. This is the future. This is where we're going. And this is going to be an AI situation, you know, and this is how it's going to be. It's weird, but yet and still, you know, ladies have marketed themselves out of the marketplace, and they are allowing men to explore new options out here. And yes, it's going to get weird right now. So let's go here now. Let's check this out.
Fucker back there is not real.
That's actually my wife.
Booty bimbo activated. Daddy.
Oh no. Oh, what was that? Hold on. What was that? Let's run it back.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
That's actually my wife.
Booty bimbo activated. Daddy.
Ooh, hey, did you see the look on the woman's face? Hold on. Did you see the look on the woman's face in front of the? Hold on. Look at the old chick right there. Hold up. Do you see the look on this chick face right here, man? Dude say that's his wife. Hey, if this is a real woman, she actually pulling off the doll look. Like, hey, if this is a real woman, she's actually pulling this off very well. Because I mean, Jesus Christ, man, this looks like a actual machine dressed up in human skin, almost Terminator style out here. Talking about booty bimbo and shit. Man, but Ado, this is where we're going out here. This is where we're going, people. This is where we're going, and it's going to be crazy out here going forth into the future, man. I hope y'all actually start to get prepared for this, man, because this, Lord, man, Lord, man, wow. Did y'all see the chick look that was sitting right in front of the doll? Man, oh my goodness. All right. So we about to go to this next one right here, and we're gonna let this man explain something about basically female nature. And he's spot on with what he's saying. If you actually pay attention to what he's saying in the actual moments that a female would say these types of things to you. So yeah, let's go right here. Let's check this out.
Feel technique. This is what women use on us.
Really?
Feel. P-H-I-L. The P is for protector. The H is for hero. The I is for integrity. The L is for love. And what covert narcissistic females do is they position themselves to date men they can control through the feel technique. So one of the ways that they'll do it is they'll start with a complaint. I don't know how my boss at work, I hate my boss at work. He told me he was going to give me a raise. He hasn't given me a raise. It's been 2 years. My fucking stepdad, he's always arguing with my mom. There's always a problem, right? At first you think, oh, this bitch is just a normal bitch because all bitches complain. But no, some women are trying to use that as a call to action for you to protect them. That's the P in the feel. So they're trying to position you to be their protector. Then they'll elevate it a little bit. My boss touched me at work. He put his hand on my ass. Now they're elevating the stakes a little bit. Now it goes from trying to get you to protect them to be their hero. They want you to step in and take care of the issue. Then it comes the integrity thing. So once a woman has you on a leash as a protector and a hero, now she plays to your integrity. You told me if my boss kept doing this, that I wouldn't have to work and I could stay home and you would take care of me. You told me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Then comes the L, the love part.
Oh my God, dude.
You told me, and if you love me, you would do what you said you would. Even if these things are things that fuck your life up or make shit hard for you. Field test.
The field test. Okay. And he broke it down miraculously. I don't know what grown man on the planet of the earth haven't heard this thing being broken down exactly that way. I mean, Jesus Christ, he broke that thing down all the way to the T. You know what I'm saying? The field test. Basically, it's what Coach Greg Adams talks about. It's the shit test, basically. And this is, of course, things that women do to test to make sure that you're not going to give in to certain demands that they know are silly out here. I'm just being honest. And yeah, most men, we've all failed a shit test with a woman before, period. And things like that. It could be, from one of your female loved ones, even your family, even your females in your family, like, they all shit test. Real talk. And so yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna hit its back one more time. Let's do this again.
Field technique. This is what women use on us.
Really?
Feel. P-H-I-L. The P is for protector. The H is for hero. The I.
Right. So you got the P. You know what I'm saying? Protection. They always screaming about they need protection. Okay.
I is for integrity. The L is for love. And what covert narcissistic females do is they position themselves to date men they can control through the field technique. So,
woo.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Man. Through the field technique. Listen, look, fellas. Yeah, man. You gotta be on point for these shit tests out here. When you come to dealing with these ladies, they gonna shit test the hell out of you, man. And then sometimes, yeah, it does get annoying to a man because it's like, if I'm doing all this and I'm proving myself to you on a consistent daily basis, why you keep constantly trying to test me? See, and most women don't understand. Listen, look, I understand, you need to, I get it. You need to test, your husband to make sure, or your boyfriend, whatever, to make sure that, he's still trying to be up to par on point. I get it. But you don't have to do that shit every time a motherfucker turn around. That shit gets annoying. And then it comes to a point where a motherfucker want to get rid of you.
You can't make this shit up.
And once you get to that point where a motherfucker want to get rid of you, then who you going to have to protect you then? Let's keep going.
one of the ways that they'll do it is they'll start with a complaint. I don't know how my boss at work, he just fucking, I hate my boss at work. He told me he was going to give me a raise. He hasn't given me a raise. It's been 2 years. My fucking stepdad, he's always arguing with my mom. There's always a problem, right? At first you think, oh, this bitch is just a normal bitch because all bitches complain. But no, some women are trying to use that as a call to action for you to protect them. That's the P in the field. So they're trying to position you to be their protector. Then they'll elevate it a little bit. My boss touched me at work. He put his hand on my eye. Now they're elevating the stakes a little bit. Now it goes from trying to get you to protect them to be their hero. They want you to step in and take care of the issue. Then it comes the integrity thing. So once a woman has you on the lease as a protector and a hero, now she plays to your integrity. You told me if my boss kept doing this that I wouldn't have to work and I could stay home and you would take care of me. You told me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Then comes the L, the love part.
Oh my God, dude.
You told me, and if you love me, you would do what you said you would. Even if these things are things that fuck your life up or make shit hard for you. Field test.
Yes, the field test. Hey, listen, look, man, it's real out here in the field. It is real out here in the field when it comes down to dealing with these ladies. And I definitely agree with this field test. I put a stamp of approval on this motherfucker. Because it's real. Because it's definitely real out here, you know, when it comes to dealing with this type of situation. So, all right, we're going to keep it moving, man. We got a little bit, well, you know, like what's about 4 more in the Dingbat time. And yeah, on this next one right here, we have a chick that's going to be talking to another chick. And this is a very important thing right here. Definitely about women when they want to cut the sex off and they're trying to, you know, they're trying to date or either in a relationship or something like that, but they want to cut the sex off within set relationship or, you know, date or whatever, you know, but they want to cut the sex off, come back out here like they virgins again. You know, it's crazy. So, all right, let's go here now. Let's listen to see what this bat got to say.
Can at any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life.
Let him have it,
I was
sis.
out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance, maybe I ain't had no direction, maybe I ain't had.
If you're a virgin and you go into the dating world and say, I'm not giving my cookie up until I find my husband, that's one thing. But you cannot have offsprings and go into the dating world and tell a man taking you on dates, you want him to get your nails done, you want him to give you money, you want him to pay your rent,
We're going to
and
church
say,
in here today.
I am celibate.
Church.
That does not make sense.
Right.
You were supposed to tell that to your baby daddy. It does not work like that. You were supposed to tell your baby daddy, I want you to pay my bills, take care of me for the rest of my life, and in return, I will give you a child. I fucked that up too. I got a baby dad. But when I came back into the dating world, I was realistic. I was very realistic. I'm not telling no man get my nails and hair done, but I'm not giving you no coochie.
Hey, listen. Listen. I mean, you know, and that's the thing some of these chicks be trying to pull out here. See, they done been overwhelmingly, you know, misused, what they want to claim to be misused and things like that. When they actually made conscious decisions to sleep with who the fuck they slept with, had children by who they had children by, then you want to come back out here on the dating market and be like, well, the next man, he got to do X, Y, and Z times 3 and 4, 5, and 6, all the way up to 1.6 billion or some dumbass shit like that. You know, this woman plainly could. Well, you go. If I decide I want to cut sex off whenever I want to cut it off, and I never want to have sex no more, okay, that's fine. You can do that as a woman. You could cut sex off as a woman and never want to have sex again. That's fine. But you ain't finna do that with a grown ass man standing in your face, ready to slap you across the face with something. That ain't gonna work.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That ain't gonna work. Yeah, we definitely, hey, run it back, man. Listen, look, this bitch sound crazy. Thank God for the other chick putting that chick in place. Here we go.
You can at any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life.
Let him
where
have it,
I was
sis.
out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance. Maybe I ain't had no direction. Maybe I ain't.
Well, ma'am, that sounds like a personal problem. How about you go get some help for that shit? That's what you do. Go get some help.
You old fish-eyed fool.
You know, that's not the next man's problem that you traumatized by whatever dude that you dealt with. And then you want to come back out here still expecting the same type of productivity from a man, the same type of responsibilities from a man to you to do all this payments and things like that. And then you talk about shutting down the chocolate factory and shit. You know, come on now. That's ridiculous.
If you're a virgin and you go into the dating world and say, I'm not giving my cookie up until I find my husband, that's one thing.
Right.
But you cannot have offsprings and go into the dating world and tell a man taking you on dates, you want him to get your nails done, you want him to give you money, you want him to pay your rent,
We're going to
and
church in
say,
here today.
I am celibate.
Church.
That does not make sense.
Right.
You were supposed to tell that to your baby daddy.
Right. Right. You know, if that's the case, and I suggest any man, you hear any type of dumbass shit like this come out of a broad's mouth. Oh, she ain't trying to. Okay, what? You mean to tell me I'm in here helping you? We doing all this? We supposed to be together, whatever, however you want to put this, and then you want to shut the factory down because of whatever trauma you went through and this and that, whatever. At the end of the day, no man owes you to fix you as a human damn being. That ain't our problem.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
That ain't our problem, baby. That ain't our problem, tits. You know, it's your duty to fix yourself. It's your duty, it's your job, it's your situation to handle your own business as a lady. You can't come back out here in the dating market and then shut the cooch off because whatever you went through. That's ridiculous.
It does not work like that. You were supposed to tell your baby daddy, I want you to pay my bills, take care of me for the rest of my life, and in return, I will give you a child. I fucked that up too. I got a baby dad. But when I came back into the dating world, I was realistic. I was very realistic. I'm not telling no man get my nails and hair done, but I'm not giving you no coochie.
Hey, shout out to her. Shout out to her. At least she was being realistic out here. You know what I'm saying? And she actually straightened that woman. Yeah, that's right. We need more women to put these other bat-minded ass women in their damn place out here. Yes, we need women like that to put other women in their damn place. Yes, I'm full on board for it. Hey, amen. So, all right, let's move off into the next one. We got a situation here to where a lot of women don't understand when, you know, they be these stud type chicks and stuff like that. And yeah, we're going there. You know, they don't understand that at the end of the day that their anatomy, they're still women. They are still women. So, you know, listen, look, I'm just going to dive off into it. You check this out. You let me know what the hell biz is.
Ice cream, all my brothers. Yeah, why your titties so big? Huh? Why your titties so big?
What you mean?
Bro, hell no. Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
When you get a chance.
Did you get a breast implant?
Nah, bro.
Why they bouncing like that?
I just wanted something new. Hold on. Remember I talked about being spontaneous and trying new stuff every day?
Bro, I can't stop looking at your big ass titties. What the fuck?
And then I tell y'all about trying something new.
Amar, why you?
I'm being spontaneous right now.
Weird. They had a flat
Why y'all sitting over here like looking at my chest, bro?
Bro, cause them bitches big.
Like y'all never seen a girl before.
Huh?
Like y'all never seen a girl before.
You make them bounce?
The main.
Twin, why you want to see my titties bounce, bro?
Don't do it. Don't do it. What she call him, twin? What she call him, twin? Hey, listen, look, man, like, hey, some of y'all stud women out there, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all still women out here, bro. Y'all still women out here, ladies. You know, and yeah, man, like, it just is what it is. It is what it is. And be honest with you, yeah, she'll look cute too. You know what I'm saying? For real though. She a little cutie. I can imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, look, I can imagine putting her in some fucking good high heels and some, you know what I'm saying, moderate little makeup or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Her hair done well without all them braids and all that shit in her damn head and stuff like that, But yeah, though, at the end of the day, she don't look that damn bad now. Hey, she don't look that damn bad, bro. She don't look that damn bad. You actually, get rid of all them damn tattoos and shit, you know what I'm saying, man? Put her in her real femininity. Oh my goodness, man. She'd be the bomb, for real though. She'll be the bomb. But yeah, though, y'all definitely get down in them comments. Let me know about this situation right here, man. Because at the end of the day, yeah, some of these stud girls out here, they don't be understanding, like, y'all still women, bro. Y'all still women. Like, ladies, y'all still women. It ain't nowhere around this shit, but it is what it is, though, man. So, all right, we about to dive off into the next, the last two and Dean Bad Time. And yeah, of course, now you know that the dating scene is fucked up, and let's let this lady talk here and see what she has to say. Then we're gonna have one more after that.
Hesitant to post about this. I didn't want to believe it, but after doing so much research, we're just gonna lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here, because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%, 50, since 2019. Not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic, down 50%. They're not fucking looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't give a shit. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment. I have been.
Well, ma'am, I mean, what the real biz is that you ladies are making it this way. This is what y'all are doing. You're over sexualized. The mass amount of y'all are doing too much. Back in the day, the roles were reversed with women. You had a small amount of women that were out here being promiscuous, and the mass amount of women were actually wife material. You own dish-eyed food. So now that the shit is swapped, I mean, yeah, and men are not stupid. You're not finna take none of that home. You can't, because you can't trust that, because they're unpredictable minded type of people, because they're not used to being in stable situations mentally. And that causes problems for long term, because you hear it all the time. Women get bored, all this type of stuff. Yeah, the women get bored now because they got all this stuff going on, the internet, this and that, to meeting a bunch of people all the time, here and there, back and forth, this and that, getting ran through, all this type of stuff, emotional damage, head meds. It's just ridiculous out here, man. It's just ridiculous, and it's no way to really reel this back in now. We've gone deep off in the trenches with this, and that's just how it's going down. So yeah, like she said, the statistics, by what, the 20, 30 something and all this type of stuff, man, it's gonna be ugly out here. It's gonna be ugly, but it is what it is, though, man. So all right, we finna go here now. Last one in Dean Bad Time, and yeah, we got a bunch of sisters out here, and they are this is how delusional things are right here. They are at a point now to where they're singing about relationships like it's a fucking Disney movie out here. Don't believe me? Want to hear it? Here you go.
I wanna be where the niggas are. I wanna see them flexing, walking around on those, what do you call them? J's. One with a beard, over 6 feet, one who loves Jesus way more than me. No, seriously, guys, what are we gonna do? Let's start by leaving the house.
Leaving the house?
What? Do we have to?
This is a really good. Oh wait, they just put a new episode on Netflix.
Bridgerton. Now, cue it up.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
There you go. There you go. Disney all damn day out here. Now, you know, when one of them told them what the business was, in order to find said dude, they was going to have to leave the house. Look at them. They don't even want to leave the house. Leave the house? Why did there's something on Netflix? Okay. Ladies, the dude you want ain't gonna knock at the damn door. I'm sorry, it's just
And
not.
what the French toast is there to think about?
He just not. He just not. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, though, man. Hey, that was Dean Bad Time. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Dean Bad Time signing out.
Oh!
So yeah, man, yeah, here we go. All right, we're gonna dive off into you know, our other part here with the TikTok situation and stuff like that. We got a little I got a little something for you right here. Apparently, we got a group of younger women dressed up like grannies. You know, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? So they say they gonna go to the club dressed up like grannies. Let's check this out.
I feel like y'all are acting or something.
You think we old for real, boy?
Hey, granny dragging a wagon back there too. Look at that.
Bro, oh my fucking god, bro. Y'all better mute this. Mute the idiot. Bro.
Ooh, Granny, yo. Shout out to Granny, man. Shout out to Granny. Hold on, let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to destroy my my view right there. Granny was shaking it fast, boy. I told y'all Granny had some wagon up under that doggone moo-moo. You know. Okay, even though, you know, technically she was young, but yeah, though. All right. So women going to the clubs now dressed up like old women. I wonder what's the deal with that. Why would women want to go to the club dressed up as grannies nowadays? Like young women. Why are y'all going to the club dressed up like grannies? What the fuck is y'all trying to do here? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Well, maybe they think some of the young dudes like grannies, so they gonna become a granny to get a date. Like, hold on. I'm wondering. I'm just wondering how the hell that shit working out. How is that working out? Like, you gonna dress up like a grandma to go to the club? Okay, I guess so. So, all right, let's go here now. Let's check this one out. We got a situation here to where apparently this man is getting totally disrespected by his mother in front of his wife. And, you know, yeah, this is the main thing about, especially in the Black community. You know, a lot of Black mothers are truly highly disrespectful towards their sons and things like that, especially once their son is not being that son husband that they really want them to be. They get totally disrespectful and out of line. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. Let's check this out.
Stop.
Stay still,
Dare you,
nothing.
John, will you
I
stop?
have a problem with
It's
giving
been in my name since day one. It's mine. It's mine.
It's your dad, so you know it.
Yeah, I think my dad is still on the
Good.
phone.
Do you hear all this?
He already know how to act. He know how ratchet mama is.
Just stop.
Police been coming to the house since he was there. He know how mama is.
He was already
He know
on the
exactly how
phone.
mama is.
Okay, but just let's walk out here. Let them do what they do.
Yeah, we gonna let them do what they do. So, Dad, we got it all on camera.
It's all
We
on
got it all
camera.
on camera.
Come on, stop filming with
talking
them.
all that shit.
John, stop. You're gonna go viral.
Family, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and convict all those that trespass against me. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of Jesus.
Recording. They're insane.
Okay.
Nobody even said nothing to them. They just went crazy.
Anoint my head with oil.
Not being influenced.
Yo, this is ridiculous right here. Look at this mom right here. Look at this woman. She out there snapping on her son, stuff like that, pretty much making a fool out of her damn self.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Making a fool out of herself. Now, you know, of course, there's not too much context in this situation, but I just wanted to bring this to light to show how some black mothers will actually, you know, go to war with their sons, especially if their son is not under their influence and their mindset anymore. You know, obviously, if you clearly see and look, he's not even dating a black woman out here. Seriously. I mean, look at it. This his wife right here now. This is girl, his wife, everything like that. That's the mama in the black dress back there. You know, so obviously the son is just like, screw this shit. I ain't dealing with these black chicks at all. And you know, at some points, I don't blame them. It's sad to say, and it's sad to be this way, but this is the deal here. This is what's going on in the 21st. This is the reason why a lot of situations like these are ending up to be tragic situations because of improper parenting and things like that. You know, he got his father on the phone, so obviously he didn't got close to his dad, and his dad then told him, and obviously he woke up and he's seeing exactly how his mother is. That's why the son was like, well, you know, dad, he already know how mama is. You know, the police been being called and all this and that. And That's sad. That's ridiculous. You know, a lot of black women out there are ruining their sons. You know, and it definitely, you know, once their son escaped the mother plantation, you know, they of course they get angry and they get mad and they get you know, especially, you know, some even get violent. And you know, that poses a problem, you know, but shit though, I'm just, you know, sometimes y'all young men out there, man, y'all mom get like that and y'all get, you know, away from y'all mother and she still trying to treat you like that. Tell her ass good luck in the fucking nursing home, bitch.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Tell her ass good luck in that damn nursing home. Tell her good luck in the nursing home. I hope they wipe your ass properly. Real talk. Because you ain't coming over here. You know, and that's that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, but it's just the reality of the situation about a lot of things. And yeah, that poses a huge problem in society, a huge problem when you know, sons are becoming men and things like that. And I'm glad that the young man had his father to lean on and gather information and things like that from. All right, so we about to go here now. And apparently in this situation here, this guy right here caught his wife cheating and shit. So, you know, yeah, man, let's go here now. Let's see what happened.
Thank you for coming on this wonderful occasion, on this wedding day. I really do thank you for coming here. To my groomsmen, thank you for always being there for me. And baby, I love you. I truly love you. There's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, but I couldn't figure out the words to express it. So I figured the best way to bring it up to you would be to show you. What? What the? Oh my God! What the? Oh hell no! Oh
Hey. Yo. So how did he get that damn footage out there? You know what I'm saying? I wonder, you know. Listen, look, yeah, at that point, man, and it looks like he had him a little flatback. So, you know, yeah, he was dealing with some white chick out here, you know, hey. Hey. Nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with a little flatback here and there. But yeah, though, hey, this is crazy right here. You know, to get busted like this right at the wedding. And apparently he probably had that footage for a while and was waiting on this day to get around family and friends and actually go ahead on and produce this image. And shit, man, regardless of whether people like it or not, I think that's a great opportunity to, make sure that you put the blame on the people that the blame need to be put on. Because I guarantee you, though, if it went down any other way, she would have been blaming him. Oh, he was abusive. Oh, he was trash. This and that. It's like, how is he abusive? Bitch, y'all just got married.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
The hell you talking about? So it would have been all types of excuses and stuff like that once it had to hit the fan after they had got married and things like that, and that had it came out. Well, he pushed me into such and such arms and all this. Nah. Yeah, I'm glad he put that forward before they even jumped the broom. Probably saved him a lot of child support and alimony. Shout out to no child support and alimony. Yes. Hey, shout out to that, man. Listen, look, saving men's lives out here. I suggest y'all start using these cameras, bro. We gotta get our mind set up like how women be doing. They'll pull out the camera every time just to go to recording, or they'll hide the camera and record. Man, y'all gotta start recording out here. I'm telling you, man, that's gonna save your life in the future with this new age shit. All right. So let me see where I'm at now. Okay, matter of fact, hold on. Give me a hot second. I'm gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back. My bad. Wrong one. Hold on. Sorry about that. Right here.
You sure? No, if you sure, I'm really giving you the chance to back out of this. Are you sure? 100% positive this is what you want.
I am 100% sure I want the answer.
Your pussy is trash. And I didn't care. That's how I knew I really was in love with you.
Hey, what's the worst male fashion trend?
Men wearing condoms.
All right, what's the problem with that?
Just throw the whole student body away.
May be hard for some viewers to watch.
Men don't try to understand women. They try to change it to whatever they kind of have.
That's what we're supposed to do.
No, well, listen. I'm all about change if it's for the better. Sometimes it can.
Y'all don't understand y'all. Y'all emotions is all over the place.
How the fuck you gonna sit and tell somebody they don't understand that?
Y'all don't.
One size does not fit all. Emotions take over for some women.
80%. Generally
that's why
speaking,
I said some.
Most. Even you've had days where you ain't know why you was crying. Niggas don't be like, I don't know why I'm crying. You bitches got days like, what am I crying for? Y'all got certain days that y'all don't understand what's going on. Y'all are unstable beings, and y'all want niggas to understand what y'all don't understand. It don't work like that.
If 20 girls touch this cup right now, it ain't nothing for me to clean it off. If 20 niggas dip their hand in this water, I'm dumping this shit out. I don't want this no more. That's why women can't cheat.
Okay, so we are back. Shout out to everyone. Hit that like button out there.
Shots fired.
Hit that like, share, subscribe button for me, please. You know what I'm saying? Get over here on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Comment down there for me. Hit that like button on Twitter, and yeah, let me know you out there for real though. You know what I'm saying? Mad appreciate it, that you're here. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. So yeah, we about to keep it moving, man. And hold on here. Where we're gonna go first? Where are we going to go first? Because this is getting wild out here. All right, I'm gonna roll off into Chicago first, and then we're gonna get to Bun B, and then we're gonna go to the other situation about the wife. All right. So let's go here now. Let's put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
A Chicago suburb is facing a lawsuit for paying out reparations to its Black residents.
Evanston, Illinois became the first municipality in the U.S. to launch a government-funded reparations program. But a conservative group has filed a class action lawsuit claiming the program discriminates against non-Black residents. For more on this, let's bring in Emmanuel Felton. He's a race and ethnicity reporter for the Washington Post who has been covering this story. What are the grounds for this lawsuit?
Yeah, so the conservative group Judicial Watch argues that this program discriminates against non-Black residents of Evanston. So under Evanston's reparations program, if you lived in the city between 1919 and 1969, or you're the descendant of someone who did, and you're Black, you qualify for reparations, because the argument is during those 50 years, Evanston instituted a bunch of racist, segregationist housing policies that deprive wealth from the Black residents of town.
Okay, so here we go. And yes, I'm diving off into it now. I'm finna throw a damn nickel off in the joint real quick, you know? Now, so it from what he's saying, it's clearly stating that at the end of the day, this is for Black people due to racist situations in the past. Now, you're talking about including other ethnicities, other races, other groups of Lord have mercy. Sorry about that. Other races that are not Black, and like they wasn't there. So it's like, yes, no, you don't qualify for this. I am sick of every time Black people get something that's specifically only for them. Everybody else want to jump in, put their damn hat in the ring. They want to talk this and that. Well, while we're being excluded, and they're trying to reach back and give these people reparations from when actually a lot of racism was going on years ago. This was decades before anybody else moved in this town. Y'all heard that. This is for the people who are descendants of the people that lived in this town through certain decade periods and who are still alive, or descendants of the people who lived in that town in the past. So no, you don't qualify. We're sick of the games out here. So yeah, and that's the problem. They want to give these people reparations. I suggest they do. Jesus Christ. We're sick of every time Black people fight for something and get something, every other little dingbat ass race that feels like their ethnicity or their this and that, they want to weasel their way on in the shit that we get for us. And yes, I suggest the Black people that are in this town right here fight and keep those other motherfuckers about that shit. Real talk.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Keep them up out that shit. That's ridiculous.
So they're saying this is our effort to rebuild the wealth that we deprived from you. Whereas Judicial Watch says, you haven't proved exactly who was harmed by these policies. And so by opening it up to all Black residents, you're discriminating against non-Black residents. And this is really part of a larger wave of conservative challenges against programs that came up after George Floyd's murder, right? So we're seeing, with the last year's Supreme Court decision in the affirmative action case, that the courts are very weary of these programs that give benefits to certain ethnic groups. And that's sort of having a clash with all of these programs, both.
And that's a problem with me too. All ethnic groups in this country get certain benefits that are specific to a set group. And this is the truth out here. It's been that way for the God knows how long in this country. Back in the day, it was certain groups of races that got tax breaks when they got land and stuff like that to cultivate said land and stuff like that. That wasn't for Black folks back then. I guarantee you it wasn't.
What the French toast is there to think about?
No Black people were able to get that type of benefit back then in that day. And it's still happening now. It's still certain things that certain groups of races actually have that actually only benefit that race. But to me, it's like every time Black folks get something, just a little bit of something, everybody else got a rush. Well, that's not right. You're leaving everybody else out. The hell you talking about leaving everybody else out? You already got benefits, motherfucker. That's the reason why you got the shit you got.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You can't make this shit up.
in the government and in private sector. Like, just recently this week, a program that was going to give Black women in Georgia who were starting businesses grants was struck down by an appellate court. So there's sort of a clash here between, how do we fix our age-old problems of racial discrimination in a way that really satisfies a federal judiciary that's really only interested in race-blind policy.
Do you think the city will fight this all the way? I mean, what are they vowing to do?
That's what they're saying. They refuse to comment for the story, citing pending litigation, but they're saying they vehemently support this program. And they're looking to fight it all the way up. And, it's a program that they're very proud of. Evanston is very proud of being the first in the nation to institute something like this. But when you're the first, you open yourself up to challenges that, hopefully, if you're the second or third, you've learned from what didn't work for the first.
The people are at the center of this, who would be the recipients of reparations. What are they telling you about this legal fight?
Yeah, well, it's already happened. So Evanston's already paid nearly 200 people $25,000 each. So this is something that is already.
Okay, so 200 people have gotten 25,000 each. Okay. Even, and to be honest with you, though, the after hearing that, it's shocking, the jealousy. I mean, the jealousy is like shocking to me. Damn it, it's only 25 grand. If they're giving people these reparations, and the reparations is only 25 grand. Like, what the fuck the rest of y'all so damn jealous for? What the hell is that? Over 25 grand per person? When y'all have been getting all types of crazy subsidies and things like that in other races and stuff like that. We ain't gonna name no names of races out here. But we know this. And it's not and I'm not a racist dude at all. I want everybody to get what they want to get. But I'm just saying, it's stupid. It seems like when Black people try to actually get something, and we actually are getting something, everybody else want to dump their motherfucking hand off in our cookie jars and shit. And we're tired of it. And yeah, I suggest this dude on screen right here. Dude, trim your shit up, bro. Trim your hair. Dude, no. No. Dude, trim your beard, cut your hair up. You're pretty decent, man. Don't come on live news like that, man. No, man. Come on, bro.
Changing lives in Evanston. The question is, for all the people who were, so essentially how it worked is they pulled like bingo balls. And so if you were later in the poll, you were later in the wait list. So there's still hundreds of people on this wait list. And the question is what it will mean for them. It's already changed, from the people I've talked to. It's already, I don't know if it's 25,000 has changed their lives as much as it felt like a significant acknowledgement to them of the harm that was really caused here and across the country by housing policy for 50 years that really deprived Black folks of the ability to build wealth in the same way that white folks were able to with programs like the GI Bill and such.
I got to be real quick with you on this, but do you think other communities are watching what happens here before they institute one of their own reparations programs?
Absolutely. This is something that it's already happening across the country. There are already people trying to institute these programs, and they're going to look to Evanston to see, well, here, what will the courts say here? I mean,
hold on. What other instituting their own reparations programs? What other communities were ingrained in society back in those days other than Black and white? It was Black and white back then. It wasn't just mixed how it is today. What? See, this is what I be talking about right here. Dipping your, man, come on, bro. Stop it.
We know in California, for instance, they tried to craft a class as they discussed the reparations program that wasn't necessarily race-based, but based on the fact that you were the descendant of a slave or a person who was enslaved in the United States. And so maybe the court will be more friendly on something like that. We just don't know yet.
Okay, Emmanuel Felton, thank you so much for coming on.
Man, it's wild out here. This is wild. This is wild right here. I mean, I don't see how you are going to sit there and try to establish something that is not yours in the first place. And that's what, Black people are tired of. When we've ever gotten anything in this country that's specifically designed for us, slowly but surely, it's leakage from other races that want to come in, take advantage of where we're a minority and this and that too, and this and that, things like, man, stop it. Stop it. Stay on your side. Stay on your side. We're tired of this. We're sick of the games. We are sick of the damn games out here. And that's part of the problem, man. We're tired of it every time we get just a little bit of something to get us to get ahead. Just a tiny bit. Damn it, 25 grand. It ain't but 25 damn grand.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Oh my goodness, man. Why you gotta be sticking your toes off in the shit all the damn time? All on our stage, trying to be all in our videos and shit. Dancing. The fuck is that? Man, we sick of this shit. Shout out to them people in Chicago, man. I really hope that those people actually spearhead this situation. I hope they keep fighting to keep all the nuns out and, make sure that they get what they want out there. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, mad love to them. So, yeah. All right, we about to keep this ball rolling right here. I have a couple other things to do after this. But, yeah, though, we're going to go here now. Let's check out Brother Bun B and what he had to go through. And here we go.
Houston rap legend Bun B and his wife, Queenie, giving emotional testimony in court today. The couple described a home invasion that happened back in 2019.
Yeah, this story made big headlines back then. And you may remember that's when the rapper ended up shooting the armed robber. Now that man is set to be sentenced for his crime. Sherman Chow joins us from the courthouse with what's next in this case and some interesting stuff in the courtroom today, Sherman.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, actually, court resumes tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It has been a very emotional and tense day here in the 209th. Rapper Bun B, whose legal name is Bernard Freeman, and his wife Chevalier both testified about that 2019 attack at their Houston home. 25-year-old DeMonte Alief Jackson has pled guilty to aggravated robbery and burglary with intent to commit another offense. Well, Jackson's parents testified on his behalf, saying that he has an IQ of 81 and mental health issues. The Freemans say that Jackson forced his way into their home, put a gun to Mrs. Freeman's head to rob them and steal their car. Bun B, who was upstairs, grabbed a gun, came downstairs, opened fire on Jackson, who by then was behind the wheel of a car in the family garage.
I like to shoot back at me, and I proceeded to unload my weapon. Well, I wasn't sure if I unloaded my weapon, and then he fell out of the car, he threw his gun down. I started fighting with him. My wife came through the garage door. She started screaming.
Tell Dad, you ain't gotta ask.
No,
hang on, man.
After that outburst, there was a brief recess and court resumed. Jackson's father said his son was a standout high school football player who, quote, had everything, including 2 cars and a moped, but not disciplined because he wanted to be a friend, not a father. Jackson was wounded in that shootout and then fled to a hospital where he was then later arrested. 2 more defense witnesses are scheduled to testify tomorrow morning, after which the judge will issue a sentence.
Okay, I mean, listen, look. This is wild right here. This is wild. So you got Bun B out here dealing with this situation. This young man ran up in his home. And of course, you got family that is sitting around here for the young man. Like, he got mental health issues, all this type of stuff. If he has so many damn mental health issues, how is it possible that you are allowing this young man to just, run the damn streets like this. Like, if he truly has mental health issues, why don't you have him in a facility to where, he'll get the proper treatment? Hold on. I'm trying to find something else here because I want to see something here. Hold on. I may not be able to find it, but I am going to try to find it. Jesus Christ. No, it's no way that this is going to go down like that. You can't sit there and allow things like this to go on. This is impossible. So, okay, I'm just going to go here now. Let's check this out real quick.
Recordings just got better.
Sorry for the commercial, but yeah, that's it is what it is. All right.
And for a new edition of The Factor Uncensored, first up tonight, a side of Bun B the public rarely gets to see. He got emotional in court today, testifying in the sentencing hearing for the man charged with breaking into his home and putting a gun into his wife's head back in 2019. That suspect's name is DeMonte Jackson. Bun B, whose real name is Bernard Freeman, says he was in the restroom when everything started, but he knew something was wrong when he heard the fear in his wife's voice, Queenie. He says his wife is still affected by the incident to this day.
But there are times where she gets closed off. She can't communicate. And I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask this.
There was a shootout between Bun B and Jackson in the garage of his home. Bun shot the masked suspect before he ran off and ran away. My next guest has more details on the case and when the hearing will conclude.
Okay, so dude lucky to be alive. He lucky to be alive. Real talk. Real talk. Bun got caught off guard, man. Bun got caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? Which, when shit goes down, that's kind of how it does happen. You do get caught off guard when real shit like this go down, and we all know Bun B, man, Trill, him and Pimp C, back in the day, the music that they used to make, you know what I'm saying? We love Bun B out here. We love Bun B. We love Pimp C, UGK. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to back in the day, for real though. Shout out to back in the day, man. Mad love to Bun. And sad to see him have to go through this in his own damn home. And regardless of what, happened on the stand, I know he was, of course, maybe a little bit emotional. I get it though. That's his wife. Obviously, she been a Trill wife the whole time. She's staying down. She been here the whole time. Yeah, that mess with a man's mind when he get a real Trill woman like that and some shit like this pop off. I sure hated this. I sure hate this went down for Bun B and stuff like this. But this is shocking right here. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say what Bun B should have did though, but you know what I'm saying. Man. Woo! It wouldn't be no court needed. And so, hey. Man, stop it. But yeah, though, man. So yeah, you got this coward sitting up in the courtroom right here, looking stupid and stuff. And yeah, I'm just glad that Bun and his wife made it out this situation safely.
And joining us now here on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us former Harris County Assistant District Attorney, now Criminal Defense Attorney, Biyoji Akingbola. And you have some history with this case involving Bun B's home invasion, which I think this case took place back in 2019. First of all, what was your history with this case?
Very minimal, if you can even call it that. Back in 2019, I was a lowly felony 3 prosecutor, and I have a distinct memory of when this case happened, when we were all excited, a little bit starstruck, because Mr. Bernard Freeman came to the office and did an interview, and we all knew that Bun B was in the office for very unfortunate circumstances. But I didn't have any direct involvement in this case. I just remembered it, and I was there as a prosecutor myself.
Now, this case took place back in 2019, where DeMonte Jackson is accused of a home invasion, and I think he entered a plea in this case. So why is it taking so long? It's what, 5 years now?
Well, there's a series of reasons and factors that take the reason why it takes this long. First and foremost, this happened right before Corona. He took a plea deal back in December of 2019. And as we all know, in 2020, Corona hit and everything pretty much went to a screeching halt with respect to court proceedings. After, though, however, I'm just looking through the filings, I see that there were a few motions for continuances that were filed. The defense attorney on this case is a very good defense attorney. Shout out to Leticia Quinones. She is a very great attorney. It seems that she just wanted to do her due diligence and getting all of her eggs in a row and making sure that she can present the best case possible. And I do want to discuss what he actually pled to and what this hearing is about, if we can.
Okay, and absolutely. But first of all, tell us what happened back in 2019, then take us to where you want to take us now.
Okay, so as we all know, back in 2019, Bun B, Bernard Freeman, was a victim of a home invasion where this individual, Mr. DeMonte Jackson, he was accused of breaking and entering into the home of Bun B, Bernard Freeman, and putting a gun to his wife's head, and from there attempting to steal the vehicle of the home. Once he was going to get the vehicle, the defendant, Mr. DeMonte Jackson, allegedly Bun B heard the commotion, and he came downstairs to help his wife out. A gunfight ensued. DeMonte Jackson was struck by one of the gunfire from Mr. Freeman. He went to the hospital, and while he was at the hospital, the police were able to piece this case together.
I wonder where he was struck at.
And he was then subsequently charged of 2 crimes, aggravated robbery and also burglary of a habitation with the intent to commit aggravated robbery, both of which are first-degree felony offenses. Then, leading to 2019, December of 2019, Mr. Jackson pled guilty to these offenses. And in doing so, he pled to what is called.
Man, you could tell this dude do a lot of cocaine.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
That nose, this ninja's nose is so wide open, you know what I'm saying? You could fit a bus and 3 more trains up his joint. That's crazy. Yeah, he out here, mental health issues though, right? Mental health issues. I guarantee this dude right here doing some type of drugs. Or was doing drugs, because of course he locked up now. But I mean, well, you know, ain't no telling nowadays. You know, it's nowadays they probably getting all types of stuff inside the prison system. But you know, it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, though, man, nah, I guarantee you when he was out on the streets, you know what I'm saying, he was lit. You know, out his mind, running up in Bun's house.
Called a pre-sentencing investigation hearing. Which is a fancy way of us lawyers saying a punishment hearing. Essentially what he's doing is saying, I am guilty of this offense. The facts are true. I now present myself to the mercy of the court to determine what the just punishment should be. And what the judge does in that case is look at the range of punishment. For these cases, which are first-degree felony offenses, he's looking at a range from 5 to 99 years in the Texas Department of Corrections.
The question I've always had was, did he know this was Bun B's home, or was he just randomly breaking into someone's home?
My understanding was that it was a random occurrence, and it just so happened to be that it belonged to Mr. Bernard Freeman. What the judge is now going to have to do is look at both the mitigating factors and the aggravating factors of this case. When we say aggravating factors, what are some things about this case that, you know, shock the conscience? For instance, there was a gunfire in someone's home. That's certainly not going to be a good fact for the defense. Additionally, they're going to consider his criminal history. Now, I think this cuts both ways because in looking at this gentleman's criminal history, it appears that he had none prior to this offense. He did, however, pick up some federal cases after this alleged, well, no longer alleged, after this incident occurred. And so the court's going to have to weigh that. On one hand, we have a young man, never committed a crime before, up until this occurred. On the other hand, this was a home invasion. There was a gunfight inside of someone's house. He did have some criminal history. Another issue to consider is what is his mental health? The judge is going to weigh all of these things and then essentially either give what's called.
Hold on, hold up. Let's not start with that mental health shit. Let's not start with that mental health shit. We you know, listen, look, man, listen, look. We trying to get that mental health shit out the way here, because you know what I'm saying, a lot of women are always using the mental health factors. Why wasn't this young man actually, you know, actually being dealt with the proper way, if, you know, with his family, if he did have real mental health issues? Why?
Deferred adjudication, which is a form of community supervision, or give him a prison sentence anywhere between the numbers of 5 to 99. For the sake of the defense, the hope is if he cannot get a deferred adjudication, that he can at the very least get somewhere on the lower end of that spectrum, at the minimum of 5. You would hope that as a defense attorney, if he were to, let's say, get 10 and you factor in parole, then he's only looking at half of that time. He can get out in 5 years. And so it's really going to be up to the judge ultimately to make a decision regarding what's going to happen with this case.
And a very emotional day for Bun B, who actually broke down on the stand when he talked about what his wife Queenie endured going through that situation.
And you know, that emotional factor is something that a judge who is human cannot ignore. You have this grown man who is well respected in the community, a Houston icon, and he's on the stand breaking down in tears. That's something that if I was a defense attorney, I'm not going to be happy that took place, because it's going to be in the back of the judge's mind when he's factoring all of these issues and trying to make a decision regarding what the punishment should be.
Well, you know, I really hope that I'm really hoping that that young man go head on and get his just desserts. You know, mental health issues or not, he needs to be locked up and things like that. But see, though, this is what I go back to out here. Once upon a time, it used to be a thing called insane asylums. And I've spoken about this plenty of times throughout, you know, videos and lives that I've done, you know, where we used to, you know, take individuals that really solidly had real mental health issues, and you could really tell that they did, and we would put them there to keep them safe and also keep society safe. But, you know, I guess in today's society, you know, due to we don't have insane asylums anymore. Yeah, we just have prisons. This is kind of what we're dealing with. But if he truly had mental health issues, that should have been, you know, dealt with by the family, you know, a while ago. He should have been, you know, definitely put in a place to where they could keep monitoring him consistently if he had real mental health, if he does have real mental health issues. But it's also sad to see that Bun B had to go through this, him and his wife and things like that. You know, nobody should ever, you know, have to deal with the situation of being on trial, you know, like that, and having to do that, you know, somebody running up in your home. But, you know, all right. So let's go here now. We're about to go here to the wife that cheated on her husband and things like that, you know, and let's just check out this scenario. Let's do this.
Bad But you
and
look
I had
good.
the wrong jacket as well. I had a big brown jacket.
Did you not
but-
check the weather?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, you look good anyway.
Thank you. So
you
do
got
you.
it together. Thank you,
Thank
baby. Thank
you.
you, baby. Tell me a little bit about yourself before we get into the core of this interview.
Okay, so my name is Lois, like you said. I am 32 years
Okay.
old. I am a teacher.
Okay, nice.
Yes, I'm a teacher. I teach secondary school students,
Oh, how's that?
which is hard work, but I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I do. Also, I'm a mum.
Oh,
I'm a mum. I love my little girl. She's 7
Mummy's
years
club.
old. Yes, honey. I love my little girl. And I do dance as well. Yeah,
nice.
so as well as teaching, I dance as a hobby. Kind of just helps me feel alive.
How would your friends and family describe you?
Funny enough, someone described me the other day as gentle, And I
Okay.
was like, oh, thank you.
That's nice.
Yeah, I've learned to become joyful though.
So you weren't initially joyful?
No.
No,
No.
okay. That's a nice word to describe yourself
Thank
as.
you.
Lois was married at the tender age of 22 and then separated 5 years later after cheating on her husband with her work husband.
Oh, God.
Healthy habits never.
We could talk about old God all day. But this is the deal, fellas. That work husband bullshit is the problem. It's the problem. That work husband bullshit. It is the problem. And at the end of the day, when your wife goes out to work and things like that, if she doesn't have the proper discipline for herself to maintain and keep control of her own hormones and stuff like that, she's gonna go out. And see, that's the double standard that women like to put upon men, where you need to have discipline. At the end of the day, most men do have a lot of discipline, and at the same time though too, I'm not saying every man does, but yes though, women should have the discipline as well. Most women don't have as much discipline as men do, or else the cheating would be super rampant. But nowadays we have to think about this. Women are cheating more than men. Why is that? It's because the self-control is not there. When back in the day, women used to blame men all the time about not having self-control. Well, you're a cheater, you don't have self-control, basically this and that, whoop the woo. But nowadays that the roles have reversed, who doesn't have the self-control now? Where's the same self-control that women always talk about men need to have?
Girl, obviously there's several layers to this story, but let's start at how you met your ex-husband.
I met him when I was 15.
Okay.
I met him in church.
Oh, okay.
I met him in church. Yeah, we were part of a big youth ministry, quite a thriving church. And yeah, he and his family came. My family always grew up in that church because it was a Ugandan church. Yeah, I met him when we were 15. We hit it off. We were friends. And then we realized we started liking each other. We started going out when we were 18. And then we just fell into some level of sin,
Okay.
So there was some premarital sex that started. That was when the conversations around marriage began, because it was like, okay, we need to honor God as much as we can with what we have.
Okay.
Young people, what we're like.
Yeah.
Can't keep our hands off each other. So it was just a lot of young, fun, energetic love where it was like, I just can't be away from you.
This conversation of marriage was introduced. Was this by your parents, by the church? Who introduced the conversation of marriage?
It was by the church.
Okay.
It was by the church. My mum actually was against the idea of me getting married.
Okay.
She sat me down and was like, girl, you sure you want to do this kind of thing? She was like, you're still young, you'll meet people out there. But I was too bold, like proud, thinking, yeah, I've already met who I need to meet. I'm good, like I'm all right.
Now, I want to say also on that real quick, back in the day, and she's younger than my generation. So I'm talking about previous generations past. Meeting at that age, young, and then getting into adulthood, especially when you talk about within the church dynamic, that used to be a good thing. I'm not talking about the part where she said that they actually started, young, having sex and stuff like that. No, that wasn't part of it. I'm talking about the fact that they kind of found each other within the church and things like that. And they had that spirit for one another. They had that liking for one another. And the church, should have cultivated that to create marriages. That's what the church used to do. So that definitely was a good thing that they found each other at a young age. The church should have cultivated it. And with her mother talking about, are you sure? It seemed like you're too young. You're going to meet other people. Why would you want your daughter, if she, if she found her liking and stuff like that? Why wouldn't the two adults on each side of the family come together and help to cultivate that loving marriage and help keep it strong and help build it and things like that? That's what used to happen when young people, that was kind of to a degree, they was almost in like an arranged marriage almost. If the two leaders of the two families came together and cultivated those two children, and at that time, young people, and if they cultivated them the proper way, then this marriage probably would have lasted. But due to the fact that the families didn't come together and do that, you have this chaos right here.
Right. So yeah, I can do this. I can get married. I genuinely thought I had the tools required to make a whole lifetime of marriage work at 22.
So you started dating at 18.
He was my first ever anything, by the way. I'd never been with anyone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, fair.
first
And
kiss
then
as well.
first kiss.
First kiss, girl. I remember being nervous to lips. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, he was the first everything.
Well, I guess if you're under the umbrella of church, then it just makes sense for you to marry this person that you're involved with. So would you say that you were forced into marriage?
I wouldn't say forced. I'd never say forced, but I'd say heavily influenced.
Okay.
Yeah, because there were certain conversations that I had, with the powers that be that were very much like, you need to honor God with your relationship. And I remember being advised, like, you can even get married and still live in your parents' houses, but at least you can have sex freely. So already unorthodox, like, ways of trying to make a relationship work were being presented before we had even got there, so we were just heavily influenced. But I can never say that anybody made me walk down the aisle. I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
When you got married, what was the relationship like with you and your ex-husband?
It was great at that time. It was great. As in, again, young love, we're finally like, we're together. We can do this. Well, I moved into his mum's place with him. So that's where we were. So for us, we were just happy to be together because it was like, now no one's going to get onto us. No one's going to say anything. We can do what we want. And we were like the first in our generation at that time to even be in a relationship, as in of our age range, and then to get married as well. So we were like spearheading all the rest of the marriages that happened after.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what point did your marriage begin to go downhill? Can you pinpoint?
2 years in was when I started to feel like, oh, what have I done?
At this point, you're 24.
I'm about 24.
Okay.
Looking back now, I can say, oh, our emotional regulation was different because I got pregnant when I was 24 and we moved out just before little one was born. Yeah, at that point, I remember feeling like, I don't know if I want to do this with him anymore.
And did you voice that?
No.
Okay. And why didn't you voice that?
I'm pregnant now.
Okay.
I'm in this. Her being born exasperated the issues that were already there. The truth is we were just both exhausted. We are not seeing eye to eye after we've had little one.
When you say you're not seeing eye,
and see, that's where the community comes in at. My bad. That's where the community would have came in at. And I'm just coming at this angle because, you know what I'm saying, they're coming at the angle here with the church dynamic. I come from church. I'm a preacher's kid, things like that, and so I get where she's coming from as far as dealing with the church and stuff like that. That's where the community comes in at. You need to voice your opinion to the elders. He needed to go to the elders and voice his opinion to the elder men. She needed to voice her opinion to the elder men. And it also need to be a certain amount of elders that are kind of, involved just a tiny bit enough in order to kind of peep out when this young couple is starting to struggle. That's a part of the community. That's what community is. When we're talking about these bringing families together to build communities and stuff like that, it takes a village to raise children and things like that. You still, it also takes a village to raise a young couple. It takes a village to raise a young couple, okay?
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And that's what's going on with that. You know, you need your elders to come into that, your married elders to come in and be like, okay, listen, look, we could get it because we went through it, but we had people to help us. So now we're going to help you. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to, maneuver with this and that. You need to, if you need extra help and extra relief, you know what I'm saying? Drop the baby off at such and such. Whoop, whoop. That's the community of the church that should be happening in order to keep family together. You know, that's how it should work. That's how it used to work way back in the day. That's how it's supposed to work. A community helps the marriages stay together within each household. If it takes a community to raise a child, just one child, it also takes a community to keep marriages together.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Like-minded thinkers. Like-minded thinkers. Birds of a feather always flock together. I have never seen eagles fly with pigeons. It doesn't work that way. And that's what the community is technically supposed to have been doing. And definitely in this case right here. But they, either they didn't communicate with their elders in the church good enough, or the elders weren't paying attention enough to see that, also they needed to, reach out to them and try to help guide them a little bit more.
Eye to eye. What exactly does that look like?
Okay, I'll give you one example. I remember one point where I was like, I don't want to be with this person anymore. We were also youth pastors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there was quite a lot of responsibility that we had from very early. And I remember there was a day, after church where he was talking to a young person. The young person had disclosed something quite deep. So it was a long conversation that they had. I had little one in my arms, she's tired, she's ready to go home. So I'm kind of like,
yeah,
but when I walked in, obviously I've walked in on a very sensitive moment. So he's kind of spoken to me in a way that's like, no, not right now. But I remember I just felt so disrespected, but I don't think he even meant it in that way.
No, he didn't mean it in that way. Whatever happened that day at work, he was highly pissed off. He just needed a moment to go head on and relax and chill out. He just needed a second. Let's keep going.
Took it as, how could you talk to me like this? I've got our child. We need to go home. We're tired. But again, it was just a difference in communication. But I remember when we argued after church, that was the first time I was like, I don't even want to be with you anymore. And I remember voicing it and thinking, oh, I actually said it out loud.
You said it to who?
Him.
Oh, okay.
I said it to him, and I remember he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. And I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, I've actually said it. Like, he's aware now. Yeah.
Work out. Where were the elders at? That's what I keep talking about. Why did they talk to the church for counsel? If they were youth pastors in the church, why wasn't they talking to the people in the church about their marriage to help heal their marriage? That's what would have happened. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. That's how that works. I can't say that loud enough when it's in a dynamic of a church. And everybody else outside the church, of course, things work different, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about specifically where she's coming from with her marriage. They came up in the church. And that's what I'm talking about right there. It's a community. So church is a community. So it takes a community to cultivate children, and it takes a community to keep cultivating marriages. So yes.
Walk me through the process of where you were mentally and what led to you actually stepping out of your marriage.
I was at a point in my life where I'd realized the big commitment I had made. And I realized that this is a for life thing. And I realized that I'm at the mercy of this person hopefully changing, and he's also at the mercy of me hopefully changing. And if we both don't do it, this thing just really isn't going to work. I was a mom, I'm a teacher, I'm a youth pastor. I'm carrying all these different heads that are making everybody else feel better. but not necessarily me. I just felt unseen for a very long time, is the only way I can put it. I can't necessarily blame him for that. I think a lot of it is to do with postpartum depression as well. You know, I felt a loss of self. That's what I felt. And so when I've met this guy at work, he's like this cool kid, like fun, chirpy, happy. He's everything I'm not. Yeah, I'm bogged down. Life is serious, difficult, whatever. And when we started talking, it just felt like for the first time someone was interested in me.
How did your husband find out?
He did his searching. Okay. He clocked a couple things. He, checked through my phone, saw like discourse between me and this guy, so he's clocked, okay, there's someone that she's close with. But he asked me and I told him the truth.
You admitted?
I admitted it.
Why?
Because at the time, that was the right thing to do. Now, I know it might sound mad, I'm saying at the time. It's like, wait, what are you trying to say? You trying to say you shouldn't have said it?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
You don't think I should have said it?
I would have never said it. That's just me.
See, now this is a principle I've learned in life. Not all truth sets people free. It wasn't easy. I didn't like looking at him in the face. You can imagine when he wants to be intimate, I don't want to. So that's when he started noticing, wait, hold on. Something's different here. Yeah. Because I knew how to be submissive. I wasn't the kind of wife that would make her husband go without, I would submit and give it. And obviously, it's not that, I didn't ever want to do it ever. I'm not trying to make it out like I just gave it to him. Yeah. But he's noticing I'm not really trying to be intimate. I'm not really trying to do anything. So I think that.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely when men know immediately something's wrong. Now, I know we can sit here and say like, okay, well, why didn't he wasn't able to peep the signs beforehand? Women do move a little bit different. And also too, it's not also just necessarily that women move different. Men have to work. When we're working and we're providing and things like that, it's only so much that we could focus on all together at one time. So it's like, yes, certain things do leak through the cracks, especially stuff like that. When you're trying, of course, you want to trust your wife, that she's not going to do anything. And it's vice versa with a husband, but women are more nosier than men, when it comes down to personal situations like that. They would check on our phones and stuff like that. They would check on things that, we're doing, even if they have whatever little job or whatever they're doing. But man, we just don't check on things like that. If we want to trust our wife, we try to trust our wife, and let that be that. But at the same time, though, too, we also, as men, sometimes we need to start being just a little bit more nosier than what we, are initially. It's just not in us to be just overly nosy like women are, because women are nosy. They're gonna go through your shit. Even if you just dealing with a chick and just kicking it with her, you bring her to your house, stuff like that. Times you may go use the bathroom or something like that, or you and her not in the same room. She peeping out shit around that joint, like she peeping out stuff. Versus when we go to a chick's house, we're not just roaming through her stuff like that. That's also a reason why low key a lot of y'all men don't understand. Women do leave stuff behind when they come to your house. Like they'll leave some shit. And they do that on purpose. It's not by accident. They will leave some stuff in your house. Like seriously. In case you have another chick come over or whatever. I'm telling you, they will leave shit on purpose. Let's keep going.
That was when his alarm bell started going off. And he was like, something's up.
Did you consider leaving your husband for him? For your work husband?
You know what's funny? No.
You didn't consider leaving your work husband, but you wanted to continue cheating? Or correct me if I'm wrong, because if you didn't want to leave your husband, but you wanted to continue, doing this, what was the plan? What were you trying to achieve here, I guess?
The truth is I didn't know what the plan was. I didn't know what the plan was. I genuinely thought, I think at the time I thought, okay, I could do this maybe once or twice and then get back to normal life. Like, I'm a youth pastor. I need to be preaching. Like, I can't be doing this. But it was just so tempting that I just genuinely thought, I could do this quietly, because I've gotten this far. No one's clocked anything. Not even our work friends have clocked, remember? So I'd never fathomed the thought of leaving my husband, because you don't do that in our culture, in our community. You don't leave. So that was never a question. So that was when I'm finding myself in this between a rock and a hard place, you know, and I'm just making bad decisions over and over again. But I'm just trying to alleviate this feeling of discomfort that I've made this decision in this marriage and I feel like it was the wrong one.
So you were willing to stay in this unhappy marriage for the rest of your life because
I
of
was
culture?
willing. Yeah, I was willing to
Wow.
stay. Yeah. And honestly, I think if I did,
My question is, what is all this happiness everybody trying to find? You know, where is this happiness that everybody's trying to find? Because low key, a lot of y'all women don't understand out there, and this is the facts. This is the facts also. Men, we trying to find this happiness. We trying to find happiness too. No bullshit. No bullshit. And you know, a lot of men, and this is a case too, a lot of men also sometimes, which is it poses a problem, you know, it does pose a problem. A lot of men are trying to find happiness within their wives. And you know, that's not the case. Just like, you know, women trying to find happiness within their husbands, but the happiness is within you. The content is within you. You need to understand what you're signing up for, what you're wanting to deal with, who you actually are trying to deal with it with, and make the decision that you're going to be determined to make it with said person, especially if it's nothing crazy that goes on, you know. And like I also said about this situation, yeah, due to the fact that they were in the church, they were both youth pastors and things like that, they should have went and talked to their elders in the church about their issues and problems. She should have had a mother in the church that she could have went and talked to, let alone also her own mother, you know. And he should have went and talked to, you know, a male in the church, and also his own father. So, you know, they were both lacking on actually communicating with the people around them within their community in order to help keep them whole. That's another thing too. That's something that if you have a community, that helps keep marriages together and keep children in line. That's what a community's for. That's the reason why it takes a community to, you know, basically cultivate a family, not just even raise children. You know, that's just the facts. Let's keep going.
may have taken my own life.
Okay.
Mm.
That's deep. I wasn't expecting you to go there. Did you consider what did you think was going to happen by you saying the truth?
What I'm gonna say is gonna sound really bad. I got to a point I needed relief. It was too much. The back and forth. He's asking me questions. I got to a point I was like, do you know what? Let me just tell him what's happened, because all the lying and hiding and sneaking, because it came in form of questions, you know. He clocked that I was using my Oyster card to tap in and tap out certain stations. So he's asked me, where were you on this day when I'd come home late from work? And I'd be like, oh,
What do you mean he saw your Oyster cards? How did he see your Oyster cards?
So I didn't know that basically. Okay, I used to use my bank card
Yeah.
as my Oyster.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know that on the TFO website, if you enter the bank details, you can actually see all the journeys that bank
So
card
he
has
entered
made.
your bank details in.
Yeah, it was interesting because he would always say, "Oh, my friend Blue saw you. My friend Blue. Blue was Oyster card."
So obviously he was a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? His friend Blue, you know, caught the tea.
Let's talk about the work husband. Obviously, this is a phrase that we hear all the time, and it's usually said in quite a jovial way. Oh, that's just my work husband. But girl, you actually consummated.
Yeah, be aware of that work husband bullshit. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And of course, it goes vice versa for women. Be aware that that work wife shit. You know, hey, you know.
That work relationship
Yeah.
and took it all the way there. So how did it go from an innocent, oh, he's just everything I'm not, he's a bit of fun, to you now being in an entanglement as a married woman with your work husband? Talk me through that.
It was the fastest slippery slope I've ever been on.
Wow.
Ever. The time span is literally November and December. That's it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because we met in September when I
Mhm.
had finished mat leave, and nothing had been cultivated at first, you know, and then October half term kind of happened, and I remember thinking, I kind of miss work. But why do I miss work? I just miss this person. I made that relationship about him, but I should have made it about me. He was revealing what I was missing inside. He represented the parts of me that I had lost. So, for example, I said I'm a dancer. I used to be in a dance group in my church. We stopped dancing after a while. And so you can imagine I've gotten married, I've become a mum. I've not danced for years. This guy, we go out as a group of us, he starts doing leg work. I'm seeing leg work for the first time. And I'm like, what's that? Like, I was introduced to Burna Boy. So it's not just music again and dancing again, it's also African music. And my ex is Caribbean. Do you get it? So again, I'm seeing parts of myself that I have not been in touch with for a long time, but I made it that he was so amazing rather than, no, this is revealing something missing inside of you. So now I'm going to look for what I'm missing in my life in this person rather than finding that fulfillment in other places. Like, you know, I
And
could
is
just go
that
to a dance
because
class.
you were obviously at a huge deficit in your marriage?
Deficit.
Okay.
Deficit, yeah. I just felt like I'd gone so long without being noticed. And I remember there was one comment that, you know, the guy made. And I remember we were walking and talking, and I was like, why are you looking at me like that? And he was like, I just want to take you somewhere and just watch the wind blow through your hair.
Wow.
Like, who says that? Has a man ever said that?
Don't
Yo, that's what happens out here. That's what happens out here. You fuck around, let your chick and this and that, you know, y'all going through something for a certain period of time and stuff like that, and y'all don't actually incorporate, you know, and try to actually get people in to help you, you know, figure the problem out. Because at that point right there in that situation, they were not going to figure it out amongst themselves, especially since they started so young. But that's the whole point of, I keep stressing about community. The community should have been, they should have had people that she should have had, somebody that she could have went to with her deep, dark secrets. He's supposed to have somebody that he could go to with his secrets and things like that. And they would coach them on how to, you know, work things out. They were in a church. They were both youth pastors. So you're teaching younger people how to do certain things, but you don't have enough knowledge to know that if I need to teach these young people how to do certain things, then maybe I need to go get teaching from my elders.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Just maybe. Me and my wife are going through something, and you know, maybe I need to go to my elders within my church group to ask questions and figure things out, because I can't be the only man that's going through, you know, that's going through this in my marriage, and vice versa. I can't be the only woman that's going through these feelings and things like this in my marriage. Maybe I need to go to my elders and see what's going on, just like the youth that I'm teaching as a youth pastor that come to me to get the knowledge that they need to keep going in their lives. Maybe I need to reach back and get get extra knowledge from elders. The thought process and things like that. Maybe this marriage could have been saved if they had, because they were already in a community. A community saves marriages. A community saves children. A community does a lot. That's the whole point of having communities, tribes, stuff like that. That's community. You know, that's the reason why, you know, we as human beings link up together like that, build small tribes and individuals, this and that, and woo to woo, to protect ourselves mentally, physically, financially, health wise, all types of stuff. Communities are built for shit like that. That's what they're for. To reach out to the older to get more knowledge, to give to me, and then I can pass knowledge down to the youngers.
Don't you feel like, because you're not getting that at home, everything that this man says is just heightened?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that he was actually saying sweet things, or you just weren't getting that at home?
Absolutely. It's a double-edged sword, I feel. I wasn't getting it at home, but he was also chatting sweet nothings because, I will be honest, when I started teaching, I was deemed as, oh my gosh, she's an attractive teacher. There was a lot of buzz around me at that school. So I think he just wanted to be a part of that buzz and just wanted to just get in there and have his piece, and again, I'm learning as well. Men, remember, I'd only been with my ex-husband, so I don't even know how men play the game. I don't know anything. So when this guy is speaking to me, I'm thinking he's really in love with me, and looking back, and I'm like, he really wasn't. He was just trying to get a piece out of me, and he got it.
Was it just a one-time thing, or did you have like a full-blown affair?
Oh, what's full blown though? Is full blown a long period of time?
If it's like a couple times, then I think that quantifies it being an
A couple
affair.
times,
It was
yeah, it was a couple times because the first time was so bad. As in, as in, when I say bad, like I just mean where my head was. So
Oh, okay.
because I'm actually doing this act, I remember seeing his silhouette on top, and I remember thinking, what am I doing here? So I was not even in the frame of mind to now be doing sexy.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
then
there.
after the first time, and obviously you weren't in the mental space, when you went back the second time, did you think, I'm gonna put it down now? I'm gonna give him the real me?
Oh,
Did you think that? Is that what you thought? He's like, I need to make up for the first time.
I hate to admit it, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because it didn't go well. And, when you're flirting and all the anticipation is building, it's growing. So then you finally get there and you're like, oh, I didn't actually enjoy it. So now let me try again to see, and then the second time it was all right. Do you know what I mean? Then you try again and it was like, nah, this isn't going to work.
After the second time, the third time, did you start to feel like, I'm here, like, I don't care anymore?
It did get to that point. I think, and it's because when I did it the first time, the dust settled. Do you get it? I got away with it. That's the truth. I hate to say it, but I got away with it. So I remember thinking, oh, okay, cool. If I just do it a couple more times, I'll just get back to my normal life. That's genuinely what I thought I could do. And it just did not work that way. It was eating at my soul, but I was still going back to it because it was still so seductive to me. It was like,
Yes, it was definitely eating at her soul. It was definitely bothering her, of course, because at the end of the day, you have to think about this. She still had to go to that church. She still had to go to that church and tell those young people how to live their life. But at the same time, though, too, she's not abiding by any of the situations at hand because she hasn't reached out to the elders in order to get it proper information. She dipped her toe in a part of the pool before she actually, because there was an opportunity and a chance before she dipped her toe off in that pool. Before hand. She should have went to one of her elder sisters, and explained her emotional factors to said woman and what was actually also going on at work with the dude that she was, starting to, kind of have this little, these conversations with and things like that. If she had went to an elder woman beforehand within that church, you know what I'm saying? The elder woman probably could have staved her off and told her the information that she needed to know. Like she said, at the end of the day, she didn't know that this man was actually playing a game, because that's what he was doing. He was just gaming her. He was just trying to get the cat.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And if she went to an elder woman and told her and explained everything, the whole dynamics about her, about what's happening at home and also what's happening at work, the elder woman would have, advised her in a different way. Just keeping it real.
like forbidden fruit. I'm dying for, because remember, I'm not getting that attention at home. So it's not like I'm going back to be like, oh, okay, we're all loved up, I'm okay again. It's not, there's still deficit here.
So obviously you were dragged online. People were saying you're for the streets and that you left your husband for Greg's. So obviously talk us through the story behind the Greg's. What happened? Why are people mentioning Greg's in relation to you cheating on your husband?
I mentioned on a previous podcast that he would buy me Greg's in the morning. He would call me and be like, what do you want? I make my request and he would get it for me. But people obviously just took it as, what? You left for Greg's. And it's like, no, this represented a person that was thinking about me at the start of their day. That's what I'm trying to say. And you'll be shocked how many married people can, wake up in the morning and their partner's not the first thing on their mind. There's this weird dance between individuality and being a couple when you're in a relationship.
Do you feel like it was easier to cheat, obviously because of everything that you were going through at home, but also because you had a very accessible person in this work husband? Do you think that made it easier?
Yeah.
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 So that being said, do you think that having work husbands and work wives is actually a dangerous thing?
Absolutely.
Why do you think that?
It's a slippery slope. It starts small because since that scenario, I'm so careful of the opposite gender now.
Okay.
So careful. And to even say someone's your work husband is crazy. And well, I would say if you're single, do your thing. But still even know what you're getting yourself into, because if that thing goes wrong and you still have to see that person at work every day, I've known people to leave workplaces because of stuff like that. I think it's dangerous. Absolutely. Just don't do it.
Do you still work there?
No.
Okay. And was he single or in a relationship, your work husband?
I have been taking Balance in Nature for.
Yeah, here we go.
He was not single.
He was not single. So he also cheated. Ah. When people say they have work husbands and work wives and they're in relationships, it's not in.
That's the reason why we know he just wanted the cooch for real. Definitely for real. Definitely for real. Definitely for real. Yeah, he wasn't single either. Okay.
Innocent.
It's not innocent.
Okay.
I feel like you know exactly what you're doing. If you're in a relationship, why is someone else your work husband or work wife? Why?
Yeah. Was that something that you thought about?
No, I never declared him as my work husband
Okay.
at the time because we kept it hidden because we both knew that it was wrong. So the friendship group that we made at that school, didn't even tell them.
Okay.
It was literally our own little secret. So you can imagine the thrill that came with it being secret, and then after it just gets ugly and then you have to still work together and it just went pear-shaped.
You were conscious from the very beginning that this was cheating, even before you had sex.
Yeah, I was conscious that I was stepping out, but I wasn't conscious of what was going on inside of me. And all of my brokenness that even led me here. Now, when I say that, because sometimes I hear people say, oh, don't do something wrong and then blame mental health. And I understand that perspective because it's like, nah, don't try and find a way to cover this.
So when were you first aware that what I'm doing is cheating?
The first time I became aware was when I kissed him.
Okay. So prior to you kissing him, what did you think you were doing?
Still worked together and it just went pear-shaped.
You were conscious from the very beginning that this was cheating, even before you had sex.
Yeah, I was conscious that I was stepping out, but I wasn't conscious of what was going on inside of me. And all of my brokenness that even led me here. Now, when I say that, because sometimes I hear people say, oh, don't do something wrong and then blame mental health. And I understand that perspective because it's like, nah, don't try and find a way to cover this.
So when were you first aware that what I'm doing is cheating?
The first time I became aware was when I kissed him.
Okay. So prior to you kissing him, what did you think you were doing?
It felt like just two people flirting and getting to know each other. But for me, it was like, well, as long as nothing physically has happened, then, I can walk away from this, he can walk away from this scot-free, And it was when the actual first bodily contact happened. I will never forget that train journey home. I just remember just sitting there, just in shock, just like, I've done this.
When did you guys kiss? Talk me
point?
through that. Like, what did that look like?
Yeah, it was when he dropped me off to the train station. And I remember us walking, it was like dark, it was like a little woody area. And as we're walking, he just turned to me and was just like, I just really want to kiss you, kind of thing. And I remember just standing there like, okay. And I let him do it. And yeah, I remember enjoying it. But as soon as I got on the train, I was like, what the hell have I done? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? But
in that moment, was your husband in your mind?
Yes, but not in terms of oh my gosh, why am I doing this to him? It was more like, oh my God, he better not find out about this because he'll lose it.
Did you?
Yeah, he would lose it. Yeah, he would lose it. He would lose it for real though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's let's keep going. It's a few things I want to get to.
You want more kisses? Did you want it to go further at that point?
Yeah, because anticipation is growing, you know, and again, these are things I don't like to admit, but are the truth. You know, I'm not proud of it at all. I did want more because again, it was just so tempting. It was all the anticipation. You just start to imagine this person. And sometimes the truth is the anticipation or the imagination is better than the real thing, you know? And so again, I made this guy my everything. I just wanted him.
When you got home and you saw your husband that day, what was that like?
It was just silence in my mind. That's the only way I can put it. Because in order to continue, you have to start to avoid the situation. So I started to numb those feelings of guilt so that I could then continue. But the numbing was still killing me on the inside because let's be honest, you can't ignore an elephant, especially if it's pink and it's got polka dots. And that's exactly what the elephant looked like in my room, you know. So yeah, I tried to just suppress. But of course, I'd feel guilty when I'd see him, you know. But at the same time, the marriage wasn't thriving. So it wasn't like I'm going home to a man wanting to love me. You understand? I'm going home to a man that's tired, cranky, you know, all those kind of things.
Recordings just.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, y'all didn't try to figure that shit out. You know, it's just the truth.
Did your husband cheat on you?
As far as I know, no.
No. So talk to me about your marriage, like the day-to-day, the nitty-gritty.
And I would like to say, because I stopped it real quick, I would like to say that at the end of the day, though, I guarantee you, she tried to figure out, was he cheating? I guarantee you she tried to figure that shit out.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Let's not play these games out here. Let's not play these games out here. Women are women. I don't give a fuck what side of the planet they live on. She sounds like she British and things like that. So, you know, this could have went down, you know, of course, in Britain, it sound like she British. All I'm saying is, though, at the end of the day, we know women. And if she was entangled in that situation, shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith out here. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, though, I guarantee you, though, she went through his shit and tried to figure out, was he doing the same thing that she was doing? I guarantee you she did, to try to justify the shit. You know what I'm saying? But at this point here, it couldn't be justified. Obviously, he didn't do nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? He was just, you know, going through the motions of being a young husband with, you know, they didn't reach out to the proper guidance. So, yeah. But I guarantee you she tried to figure out, was he cheating, so she could justify that shit. I guarantee you she did.
Of your marriage. Tell me about that.
We both had our brokenness. There was a lot of times I experienced domestic abuse in the house. Wow. I didn't recognize it as that until I learned it later on. It's not to blame him. You know, we're all broken, but his brokenness will cause him to be controlling. Now, I was the perfect person to control because I'd learned that in childhood. So the dynamic was very much, he can do what he wants and does what he feels, while I submit, I clean up the mess, I do what I have to patch up any areas that look a bit funny. And I grew up in a Ugandan community where sometimes people do keep up appearances. I'll give you an example. I remember there was a day when I had a little one, you know, she was a baby at the time. I'd not spoken to anyone the whole day. God, I feel myself getting emotional.
Take your time, babe.
God. I'd not spoken to anyone the whole day. Anyone who's a mum understands how isolating it can feel, even when you're married. Mm-hmm. And I remember he came home from work and I was like, can you hold the baby? And he was like, no, I'm tired. And I was like, I've not spoken to anyone all day. And for him, it was like, but you can sleep with the baby, as in when baby sleeps, you can sleep. We're not the same level of tired. So it became a debate in that moment about who was more tired. And for him, it was, well, I go to work, therefore I'm more tired than you. And he proceeded to go to the bathroom and sit in there for half an hour on his phone. And I remember physically feeling my heart break. And I remember that was one of those moments where I was like, I'm at the mercy of you changing. And if you don't change, this is what it's going to be. I could ask you to throw out the rubbish and you just won't do it because you just don't want to. And that's how it would be. I think one major moment.
One thing about that aspect that definitely women need to understand, and I'm just going to be honest with this. Once he gets home from work and he comes through that door, and of course you hit him immediately. Like she said, she had been at home all day with the child, things like that. And also, let's just keep this in mind right here too. Also, she had been, having these entanglements with the other man. So it's a lot going on in her brain. And at the same time, though, too, she's still trying to hold on and trying to figure out if her husband still has love for her and stuff like that. So yeah, but once a man gets home immediately, this is how it needs to go. Once he gets home from dealing with a lot of men out there in the workforce that he actually wants to put hands on. I mean, I'm just being honest here. I'm just being honest. This is what a lot of women don't know about being on these jobs with men. I don't give a fuck whether you're on a corporate job or 9 to 5, or you're a trash man, or whatever. When a man gets home from dealing with all them dudes that he's been restraining himself from putting his damn hands on because they're fucking idiots and risking trying not to go to prison, I'm telling you, this is dead serious. This is dead serious. This is reality here. When a man gets home from work, dealing with the stress of restraining himself from having to delete one of them bats out there, he needs a moment. That's the reason why he went into the bathroom. And she was like, well, he's on his phone in the bathroom, this and that. He needed a moment where he may not have been on the phone, whatever. But I'm just saying, he needed a moment to decompress when he got home. He needed a super moment real fast. Because it's not that he don't know he need to help you. He knows that he needs to help you. Let's be honest with this. He knows that he needs to help you. Because he sees that you're under stress too, but he need a moment to unwind. Because I'm telling you though, you just don't know. You talking about you're stressed out. You could have been getting a phone call that day from the local precinct.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you women out there. You know what I'm saying? And men know. Shit, we know. You could have been getting a phone. As his wife, you could have been getting a phone call from the precinct or either the damn hospital that day. Whichever way that would have went down. And yeah, he needed a moment. So yeah, that's what's going on when your man comes home and you immediately dive in. Well, I need this, I need that, I need this break. When he walked through the door, he like, listen, look, hold on. Give me a minute. I need to go here. I need to, what I'm saying? Because a man's home is supposed to be his peace. That's the only place that he can get peace on this planet. That's the only place. So, when a man comes home and he comes home to a wife that's, nagging him and stuff like that, but then though too, I could get it from the woman's side. She's been dealing with such and such, and it's no outlet. Like she said, she with the baby all day, this and that, woo woo. And then she got all this other stuff going on in her mind that she got going on, behind the scenes and shit. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, though, no, it's no way that, you need to let the man come home and take a second and then he will actually get up and be able to help you. That's no bullshit. Give him a minute to unwind in his home. He will get up and help you. Dead fucking serious.
Moment of like cleaning up was, we used to be youth pastors, and there was a point we had a structure where we would take turns to hold leadership meetings because we would do them every Tuesday. And this particular Tuesday was his turn. And I remember he came home. I heard the key turn, and I was like, "What are you doing home? You've got the leadership meeting. You need to go to Peckham." And I remember he just came and he was like, "No, I'm not going. Tired." And I was like, "But what about everybody else? They're making their way. They all live in different places." And he just didn't care. And I remember I then had to call everyone.
No, it's not that he didn't care. Like he told you, he was tired. He didn't have no more energy. Whatever happened that day on the job drained him. It took all his spirit away. It took his motivation away. It took everything away from him that day at that damn job. He didn't have it to give to anybody else.
Hey, what's the French toast is there to think about?
And this is something that women don't understand about men. And I'm here to tell you, this is what's going on when your man comes home and he's like that. He almost did somebody in that day. And I mean, seriously. Y'all think this is a game out here when men go to work with each other, you know what I'm saying? And they at these jobs, and you know what I'm saying? Same men have to deal with stupid men, because at the end of the day, every man needs a damn job out here. Y'all think this is a game when men go to work for these long ass hours, and we happen to hear these mama raised ass boys every fucking day nagging, talking shit, talking out the side of their damn neck, and you like, nigga, you're wrong, this and that, woo to woo, you're sounding like a broad and shit. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, what the French toast is there to think about?
Y'all think it's a game. When men go to work every day and we don't want to deal, you know what I'm saying, with the boss tone, because at the end of the day, though, low key, real talk, we know the boss really a suck ass motherfucking fucker. A pussy ass bitch. That don't understand anything about humanity, society. He don't understand nothing about how to be a damn man, but he goddamn it got what he got. So, you know, it's a lot that go on out here.
Everybody to cancel this meeting while he just sat on the sofa watching TV. That's how it was. But I would clean it up. I'd learned to submit from a young age. So doing that now is normal.
What were the consequences when it was revealed that you had cheated?
Take your time. Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
The only way I can put it is hurt people hurt people. And if I was to sit and tell you everything that happened, that transpired after, you won't believe me. But what I can say is that was when the domestic abuse turned into domestic violence, and it became physical. I felt like I deserved it. So I allowed myself to be a punching bag. This is what happens when you poke the bear. The bear's gonna scratch, it's gonna bite.
Hold on. For all y'all women out there,
You can't make this shit up.
for all y'all women out there that want to be in the woods with the bear, you know, hey. And I know y'all could flip this shit. Well, this is the reason why we want to be in the woods with the bear. Okay. But the point is, real talk, is that she's actually alive right here, right now. If you was in the woods with a real bear, you would not be.
You'll thank me in the morning.
You ain't right, man.
Oh, I'm right. You'll see.
And I remember my ex-pastor asking me, how do you feel? Like, how are you? I was like, I'm just in the boxing ring and I'm receiving all the punches. And he was like, what do you mean by that? But he didn't know what was going on because I covered it up. I just didn't really tell anyone. And it just went on and on. And I remember it was actually when I went to therapy that my counselor was like, if you don't do something about this, I'm going to call the police for you.
Hold on here. Before it got to this point, like I kept saying before, why didn't you talk to the elder women in your church? Why weren't you talking to the elder women in your church beforehand? Way before it got to this, way before you kissed the dude, way before you started engaging like that. When y'all first started having problems as a young couple, why didn't you go to the elder women in your church beforehand and speak up? That was your comfort zone. Ladies, this is the deal, especially if y'all in the church. I know things are probably different nowadays, but whatever. This is the deal here. Why didn't she go to the elder women in her church way beforehand, way before it got to this point? Way before it got to this point. And him too. I'm not excluding him, real talk, because he should have controlled himself. At the end of the day, it's no need to try to make your wife your damn punching bag. That's fucking sour. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that at all. That's not how that goes. Men, that's not how that goes. Okay? They both should have went to the elders in the church and tried to figure things out. That's what the community is for.
Because I'm worried about your life. Because he's angry with you. Fair enough for reasons, but what's happening and transpiring, you shouldn't necessarily be taking. So I've now learned that, okay, I deserve to face the consequences, but the consequences didn't have to be my body being touched.
First of all, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's horrible.
Right.
Horrible. Did you guys have a conversation about that after, as to, like you said, he was angry, but did he ever apologize or speak about why he was doing that?
We both didn't have the emotional capacity to have those kind of conversations. So never once did he sit me down and say, babe, why?
Lord, how are y'all youth pastors and y'all both don't have the mental capacity? If y'all are youth pastors, how the hell y'all teaching young people to do any damn thing? This goes for both of them. This goes for both of them. How are y'all youth pastors and man? See, oh my goodness, this is so screwed up. Both of them should have went to the proper, people and gained the knowledge that they needed to gain. This is ridiculous.
He never did that. It was war. And I remember, I won't even say what his profession is actually, but he's good with words sometimes. So like he would say, this is like an empire and you've burned down my kingdom. And I remember standing in the house, he was shouting and I was like, I burnt it down from setting myself alight. Do you not realize I'm dead? Like I'm a corpse. I know you can't physically see the morbid image, but that is what I am right now. I'm dead. Like you've not looked at me. You've not, nothing. I've been here working. Do you know what I mean? Trying, and friends could see we weren't okay. His mom could see we weren't okay.
What was the reaction from your friends and family?
It was bad.
How so?
It was bad. They were angry.
With you?
Yeah. I've built this life where I'm on a pedestal. I'm a youth pastor, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I'm the golden child. I'm the first to have gotten married out of my siblings. So to my mom, it was like, Lois is set. She's married. She's this, she's got her family, kingdom family. Nobody really knew the ins and outs. So people let me know what they thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people let me know. People were angry.
What were the kind of things that people would say to you when they found out?
I mean, it was obviously my ex-husband that would say the worst things, like I'm a witch or, no, Actually, no. One of my boys, I was told, said I was a witch, or she must have a demon in her to have done what she did, or I'm for the streets, I'm a whore, homewrecker, all sorts of labels that were given to me. They stopped seeing me as a human being. I was supposed to remain perfect. How dare you step off your post? We put you on this pedestal. Guess what? You stay there. So it's like, how dare you get down and tarnish your neck? Like, why would you do this? But at the same time, I understand their anger because remember, I've lied to everybody. Nobody even had a clue. So this has come out and it's like, what?
Do you think that the treatment you got was worse because you're a woman who has cheated on her husband? Because let's be real, men are cheating every day. I'm not saying women don't cheat, but do you feel as though that the judgment you received was harsher because you're a wife who has cheated on her husband?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I think even the way media, as in growing up, you
The only reason why things would seem that way is because it goes back to what she just said about the pedestalizing of women. And here's the key, is that we do pedestalize women. We do put them, especially wives and stuff, we put them on this pedestal situation. For generations, men have had this mystical thought process collectively that women can't do no harm. It plays into the women are the weaker vessel and stuff like that. Women can't do any harm. They can't damage. They can't but we forget about the emotional damage that women can do to men and children, and also themselves. We forget about this, and for generations, the periods of time, we never thought about that until now. We got into this new age and stuff like that, and women are showing more of the emotional aspects and escapes that they want to have and stuff like that, being more promiscuous, free, liberated, stuff like that. That's all their emotions that are entangled, that's been bottled up amongst the collective of women on this planet for God knows how many decades and centuries. But yeah, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Real talk, shout out to her. Shout out to her. For telling her story. We really do want women to keep opening up, telling us what's going on with women, so the men can know, and we can learn, and we can be better as well, and things like that. Just like men, we need to like how we've been telling women, definitely within this new decade, due to social media and stuff like that, men have been telling women en masse, what we think, and also a little bit of what we feel about what the fuck going on out here. So yeah, that's what's up. This is crazy right here. Yeah, this is crazy. It's a little bit going further with a little bit more. Let's see. This situation right here. I will put the link in my bio to this channel right here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, this is crazy right here. This is crazy. But yeah. All right. Let's go back. So now, we're about to get off into, the body cam situation, stuff like that, and keep this situation moving. If y'all out there, man, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. Shout out to all y'all. I see ain't nobody commented, what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't nobody trying to give a nigga no comments out here. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk. It is what it is. I don't know, I guess so, Ain't nobody, what I'm saying, want to talk. But, hey, what can you do? What can you do? I'm going to keep this show going regardless of whether y'all want to talk or not. It just is what it is. I'm going to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether you like it or not. And that's just the bottom line out here. Hey, hold on. Right here.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
Hey, that's the bottom damn line. You know, for real though. So, all right, we diving off into a little bit of this body cam situation. We on the body cam part of the show, you know, and yeah, we about to go here now. Let's check this out. You know what I'm saying? You know, out of control girl, you know, doing her thing. And yeah, we gonna get off into it. Quarters, nickels, and dimes at all times.
On September 11th, police conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for an improper lane change.
Sorry about that.
Oh, all right. Yeah, y'all know the commercials on live.
I'm not gonna be a bad person. That's good. I tell the truth. I'm an honest and a regular human being who tells the truth, and I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to go home. Wait, I didn't even drink out here. I didn't even fucking drink out here. I just came to pick up my friend. I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
I didn't stop you, ma'am. I don't know why they stopped
No, you didn't stop me, but I just want to go home, okay?
Stay in the car.
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna go out.
Get in the car.
Can I? Hey! Don't be mean to me. I
Then
didn't
listen.
do nothing.
Then listen.
I didn't do anything wrong. Don't talk to me like that. I don't like that. I didn't do.
Ma'am, don't no gotta give a fuck about what you don't like. You've been pulled over, baby. You know what I'm saying? And see, this is the, you know, these new age bras feel like they don't have to comply to shit around here. We have levels of authority on this planet. That cop told you to stay in the car. You just gonna open the damn door and shit like you just gonna do what the hell you want to do. Okay, then. Yeah, do what you want to do. Find out what's gonna happen.
Nothing wrong. Don't talk to me later.
Sit down, ma'am.
I'm sitting down. Look.
Don't touch me.
I would never.
You just did.
I got on purpose. Never. Look. See? I swear I don't mean nothing bad by you.
Sit down.
Okay. I want to go though. Oh no. Yeah.
Did you already talk to him?
No.
Yeah, I gotta
the
go.
other guy.
Quick.
No, it wasn't me. You guy. Hi.
What's going on?
I just want to go home. I don't have nothing. I just talk a lot of shit. I just talk a lot. I talk too much.
What's your name?
Tobianne.
What is it?
Tobianne.
Tobianne?
Anne.
Tobianne, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's loud out here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think they feel like I do. I don't want. Can I go? Can I go? Yeah, nobody's telling me. I'm here to pick up somebody, bro. I'm not even.
Where are you coming from?
Everywhere. What the fuck? We are. I'm here to pick someone up.
Okay. So where are you coming from before?
My house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live like 2 minutes away.
Where do you live at?
Like right on 13th Street. Address. Okay. You have my ID. Yeah. This is look. I don't want to. He doesn't like me. I don't know.
I don't know what his
I don't know. Listen.
Where,
Can I like put my butt right here?
Where are we Dukes of Hazzard in here?
Right.
So yeah, why don't you just step all the way out?
No.
Well, you're
Why?
Why would you want to sit like that?
Because it's more comfortable.
Kind of.
And my booty look good.
Oh yeah, she done. Yeah, she done. She done. She toasted. Oh my God, look at her. Man, she is done out here, baby. She over with. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, look, man. You know, you can't make this shit up. You know, and man, wow, it be so much grace for women in the 21st century, man. You know what I'm saying? You just can't even knock this shit, man. Even when the cops are around, you know, it's just so much grace. You know, she out here divified. She doing her thing, having fun and shit. You know, man, all right. She hot girl summered up, though. She hot girl summered up. This is crazy.
Do you have any medical issues?
No. Why could I look crazy?
What? I mean, you're kind of acting a little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was only doing that because where's Ivor? Come on. All right, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Are you diagnosed with anything?
No, I've never been diagnosed with anything.
Okay.
There's nothing on my record.
Okay.
Period. I do that consciously.
Okay.
Hey, do you see what she got on though? Hey, that's a little nighty right there, you know? That's something sexy that bitch need to wear to bed for a dude. Like, on God, though, look at it.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We didn't all carry home the little midnight sluts and shit. Stop it.
Because I understand.
Do you take any kind of medication?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you have any kind
I
of
have
physical-
no types of medical anything at all.
Okay.
Do not put that on me, sir.
What am I putting on?
Whatever it is that you're trying to put on me right now, I'm perfectly sane.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying no.
Perfectly sane. Well, can I talk to your microphone?
No, here. Actually,
I'm not gonna touch
step
you.
out real quick.
No, sir. Unless you want me, you can have me. But I'm not stepping out of anything.
Oh, I could have you, huh? Oh, wow. Okay. I can have you? Hey, bitch, you telling the wrong person that shit. No. At the end of the day, though, man, this is crazy here, though. Obviously, she's well intoxicated, man. This is all right. Wow. Intoxicated. Who knows what she's intoxicated with? But yeah, she overly intoxicated. Too much to drive that vehicle. Real talk.
Because I'm perfectly safe.
Yeah, you are.
How dare you?
Okay.
Can I check your eyes as part of field sobriety to make sure that you're okay to be
I
driving?
have it on me.
You don't know if you have any eyes on you?
I have.
Why the hell is she trying to entice the damn officer? Oh my god. She trying to seduce somebody out here. Okay. Wow. Hey, this shit is getting crazier and crazier. Yeah, I didn't watch this all the way through. I'm watching this shit with y'all. Hey, baby girl rubbing on the thighs and the ass and all that. Okay, then. Wow.
Two of them.
Yeah, can I check them as part of field sobriety?
Oh yes, please.
Okay. Can you step outside so I can
No.
do
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Do you wear glasses or contacts?
Sometimes.
Well, are you
But
wearing them
they're-
right now?
No.
Okay.
They're colored contacts because I like green eyes.
Okay.
Stop
trust him.
Here, listen. Can you see my light right here?
Yes.
What color is it?
Red.
All right. What I want you to do is.
Hold on, she touching the shit, man. Oh my good. Where is this at? What city is this? Where the hell is this at? Why ain't y'all got this broad in handcuffs right now? And I know y'all sit out there and when she just touched the camera. No, bullshit. You touch a police officer, that's instantly assault out here. That's instant assault on the police. What the fuck? Like, man, all right. Are we playing these games out here? So this drunk ass broad right here, you know, she can get away with touching police officers and shit. Rubbing her ass all over the place. I guess.
Focus on my light.
Should I?
Well, I'd like you to.
Yeah, you'd like me to, but I don't want to because I don't trust you.
Well, here's what's going on. Okay, right now.
Okay, touch me.
There's a possibility that
Can
you're
I
impaired.
help you? No,
So
I'm not even the driver.
Well, I would like to check your eyes. as
I'm
part of
not the
field sobriety.
driver, so you don't get to determine whether I'm impaired or not.
I'd like you to do
Am
some
I
field
impaired?
sobriety
It doesn't actually fucking matter that I'm actually impaired or not. I'm not the driver of this car.
If you don't do the exercises, what it does is it
I'm
puts
not
me in a
the-
position to
I'm
I'd have
not
to make
the-
a decision
I am
to
not-
arrest you or not, based off of everything.
I am not.
Man, did y'all what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, did she just Yo, did she just climb out the car gymnastic style out here? Man, hey, hold on. Yo. Hold on. Did baby just climb out the car gymnastic style? She climbed out she tried so hard to be seductive. Hold on, we gotta rewind this shit. I gotta see this shit again.
I'm not the driver of this car.
If you don't do the exercises, what it does is it
I'm
puts
not
me in a
the-
position to
I'm
I'd have
not
to make
the-
a decision
I am
to
not-
arrest you or not, based off.
What? Yo! Hey! Y'all need to stop it, man. Y'all need to stop it, bro. Hold on.
You can't make this shit up. Who responsible for all these hoes in the street? You?
Hey. She trying hard to be seductive. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to stop this shit out here, man. What is y'all doing, man? Hey, listen. Woo. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. She trying hard too, bro. Listen, look. Hey, she had to have a little gymnastics in her past, low key, to get them legs up that high. But hey, though, it may not be gymnastics. She just got them used to, putting them legs up that high out here.
I am not impaired. I am not the driver of this car.
So will you participate in exercises for me?
No, because you. Oh fuck me. Okay, but I'm not the driver. But if I chose to actually attack or whatever the fuck it is that you're asking me, let me go. I'm asking a real ass question. Let me go. No, I want to ask you a question before I do that. No, I'm not under arrest.
You are. That's what handcuffs mean.
No. Why am I under arrest? Why? I was not driving. Driving? No. DUI means driving under intoxication. Driving under intoxication. I was not driving.
Hey!
Let me go.
Do not bite.
Let me go. Let me go. I was not driving.
my other question is, who the hell got red police vehicles? Seriously, that's a bright red police vehicle. Okay.
Is it really that serious? I was not driving.
Lean her on the side.
I was not driving.
All right, can you hear me?
Of course I can fucking hear you.
Okay. I'm Officer Baden of the Tampa Police Department.
Fuck who you are.
I'm now
Fuck
requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content.
I hate you.
If you fail to submit to the test I requested of you, your privilege to operate a motor vehicle will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or 18 months if your privilege has been previously suspended as a result of refusal to submit to a lawful test of breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to submit to the test I requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended for a prior refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you'll be committing a misdemeanor.
I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Refusing to submit to testing is admissible as evidence in a criminal proceeding. We provide a breath sample. You want to provide a breath sample?
Fuck you.
Okay.
I hate you. I didn't do anything to you.
Hey, will you sign one for me?
I didn't do anything.
I can't hear you. What? Yeah. I'm gonna be here for a minute. I'm just gonna drop her off on this side now.
I didn't do anything. Ow. Ow. Ow.
So she got one Batleo already. She's on some kind of something. She's all over the place. So
Tobian was charged with battery, resisting arrest without violence, and driving under the influence. She was found guilty on all 3 charges.
Hey, yo. Hey, she was found guilty on all 3 charges. Listen, look, it kind of is what it is out here, man. It kind of is what it is. Sad to see, but shit, though, baby. You know, yeah, she was doing the most. She was doing the most for real. That shit's crazy. Oh, my goodness. She was doing the most. All right. Let's see. Maybe I could check out one more. If I find the right one I want to find. If I don't, then I don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though. No, I need no. Yeah, man. It's crazy out here. This is crazy. You know, hey, that's sad though, but yo, she was trying her best to get out that. She was trying her best to get out there. She throwing legs in the air and shit. She was throwing legs in the air. She was like, listen, look, man, I got it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she was drunk as a motherfucker too, man. Drunk, whatever though. Ain't no really telling. Cause she didn't comply. But yeah though, man. Ain't no telling what the hell's going on with her, man. That's that crazy shit. That is that crazy shit. All right. I don't know, man. I may need to go ahead on and shut this thing down. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go ahead on and shut it down at this point. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, look, shout out to everyone, man. And even if you know what I'm saying, on the playback, you know, real talk, hit that like, share, subscribe button, you know, show me some love. Shout out to all y'all for real though. I wish y'all yeah, keep tuning in, man. You know, comment, please. You know, join me on my YouTube channel, things like that. You know, if you're on Twitter, because I broadcast to both. And yeah, you know, show me some love at all times. But yeah, though, hopefully we learned a few things today, especially throughout the segment. You know, hopefully Dingbat Time was good for y'all. Like I say, you know, comment, let me know, you know, and hit me up for real though. I sure would appreciate it. And things like that. You know, hopefully we had a good time, you know, but yeah, though, y'all need to keep staying safe out there. You need to keep growing mentally. You need to stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Especially to my brothers out there. Y'all need to stay safe, man. Stay away from these bats. Make sure that you keep your life being productive. And to my ladies out there, you know, make sure that you start trying to choose the right dudes to be around, the right men that you want. Stop thinking that, you know what I'm saying, a man that's not toxic is boring. That's how it used to be. You know, men that are not toxic, they're not boring. That's how life's supposed to be. You know, you're supposed to create fun within a relationship and stuff like that. You're supposed to create, you know, moments basically within a relationship. And the moments are not always necessarily something toxic, you know, but yeah, though, it is what it is out here, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell, that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
To the confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there, the CIA, one love to the feminine, beautiful, inspirational ladies in the house, the FBI.
Going back I'm done playing the child support. You got your man. You're happily married. So you're fine. So nothing I'm doing. That's it. That's the only thing I'm doing.
You're lucky my husband's not here.
Is the office trying to get some more money for you?
Being a rich man.
So.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Hey. So she got this Pookie. She got this Pookie up in her new husband's house. Her husband's house.
What the French toast is there?
Obviously, because she just, like she just said, you lucky my husband not here. Now, y'all caught that right. Y'all caught that. So she got this nothing ass nigga up in, you know what I'm saying, her husband's house and shit, tramping, you know, walking with his fucking shoes all over my fucking Persian rug and shit.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Look at that. Look at that inside the house there. Look at that inside the house there. Look at that. Look at my affair. Not your mother. Not your mother tell don't bring money inside of the house. Don't bring money inside of the house. Don't bring money.
Confirming the woman's name is Tisha Bruley. Family and friends say she was a popular Guyanese socialite and media influencer who lived close by.
People came together Thursday night, placing candles and balloons near Lindbergh and Adina Drives in Buckhead, right near where 31-year-old Tisha Bruley was shot and killed early Tuesday morning.
I honestly never would have thought that something like this would happen to her. This is not what I saw for her.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Now I want to talk about it now. See,
Fred,
another reason
I said we'll talk about that some other time.
You don't tell me what I can talk about. You don't tell me what I can talk about in my own house.
Don't you point your finger at my nose, Fred Sanford.
I'll point my finger at your nose and I'll point my foot somewhere else.